Was downstairs earlier with the toss.
Caminacho, Ballo! Now, match 30, and there's not a lot up top there, as you can see. It's a bit like the 22 yards here, down here, because look at this. There's a little bit of the rolled-in grass clippings, and not much else. Bit like, as I say, the top of my head. But I can tell you that this is turning out to be a better pitch every game we move deeper and deeper into the BRB Bangladesh Premier League for 2015. You saw how it came onto the bat. All the players are even saying it's getting more and more consistent, that consistent, true pace and bounce, and that's what, of course, they love in any form of the game, let alone this T20. Well, expect the sides probably still, don't they? They love to win the toss. They bowl first. They always want to bowl first. They know what they're chasing. This is a night game. Does the dew factor play any sort of part here? We'll have to wait and see. It has sometimes, but as I try and get vertical and move across to the men that matter in the middle, we'll find out about those sort of things. Match referee for match 30 here, Akhtar Shippa, the former player, is there. Captain of the Dhaka Dynamites, Nasser Hussain, is out here in the middle. And of course, the double Bs, the Barisal Bulls, we have Mohammadullah. Who's got the coin? Nas, you've got the coin, and Mummers, you're going to call. Away we go. Away we go, and action. Heads is the call.
It's head. It's head.
It's a head. Don't move. You've won the toss, Mummers, and Ganu.
We're going to bowl first.
No surprises there. Most of you like to bowl first. Is that part of what knowing what you're going to chase?
Not really. It seems like a very good track, and we've got a good batting depth, so we'd like to have a chase.
And Nas, you're here, so seeing as isn't here, you must have made some changes at all, quite a few, or just a couple?
4 changes our team, but I am going for still semi-final, so 4 players can be raised, and me here, and that's it.
Just a few. Okay, so only a few changes there. You guys, any changes for your side?
Yeah, we got a couple of changes, maybe probably 4 to 5, and 3 overseas changes. The 3 overseas changes are BD, Nikhil Datta, and Emrit comes in place of 3 players that played the other game.
You guys have got through to the last 4. Going to give them a good smashing tonight?
Yes, I try to my best and try to beating us, and that's it, and giving 100%.
Good luck, gentlemen. Well done. Good stuff. We'll see you back out here in the middle. Already very excited out here, as you can tell. The double Bs, they have won the toss, and no surprises. Going to get the ball out. Give it that.
Danny Morrison trying to scare the 2 captains there. Have a look at the Dhaka Dynamites team. We heard that there are going to be quite a few changes, actually 4 in all. Mohammad Irfan is in, Ranjan Deshkare, Shoikat Ali and Irfan Shukr, the wicket-keeper, is in there. Yasir Shah, Kumar Sangakkara is taking a bit of a rest today because they've already qualified. Abul Hassan Raju and surprisingly Mustafizur Rahman not in the team today. But Malcolm Walla, Mohammad Hafiz in, of course. Have a look at the other team. They've got their 4 changes too. In comes Brendan Taylor, Emrit, Nikhil Datta, and Sarwar Dishuva, I think for the first time in this tournament. And out goes Chris Gale, and that will be a big disappointment for the crowd that have gathered here on a pre-weekend evening. Mohammad Sami is not playing, Kevin Cooper is not playing, and so is Tajul Islam. So 4 changes in each of these sides. Just sitting back, giving the top players a little bit of a rest, because both have qualified. Sarwar Dishuva there with a beard for the first time playing in the team today. Alamin Hussain next to him. They're going to go into a huddle, just looking around before they come out into the ground as I welcome Alistair Campbell into the commentary box. Good evening.
Good evening, Shabab. Yeah, what was promising to be a crunch game and plenty to play for is turned out it's an opportunity for the sides now to rest a lot of their top players and get them fit and ready for the playoffs, because the Sylhet Superstars, having lost so badly in the first game, means that the Dhaka Dynamites have qualified. It also means Camilla, by winning so well, their net run rate has gone far ahead of where the Barisal Bulls can probably think of setting up a game to chase it. They would have to win phenomenally well, so probably out of the equation. So they have settled for just qualifying, which is okay, and that's why they've been able to give their superstar Chris Gale a rest. I'm sure he was ready to play today had the need arisen, but you know, you were doing the post-match presentation. He hardly made it to that. I'm not surprised that he's not there, and he said to you that he felt like he'd been hit by a bus. So he's just making his way back in the game, and obviously played one and did pretty well there last night. So he's just giving himself a rest and probably said to the team, listen, we're through. I need a couple of days just to put the feet up, and then I'll be ready to rock and roll come the playoff time. Also an opportunity for some of the guys who've been sitting on the fringes, the likes of Brendan Taylor that you mentioned have come back into the side. So he's played in the early half, didn't play in Chittagong, so a chance for him as well. And Nikhil Dutta as well. He comes in for Kevin Cooper. A chance for Kevin Cooper, I suppose, to rest also. He's played all the games. And being an all-rounder, you've got to bat, you've got to bowl. He's been electric in the field. So a good chance for him to have a rest as well. It's pretty full on this tournament. There's no real time to sit back and have a few days off. Games every day almost. So the players have to be really fit. And when there's a window to have a bit of a rest, why not take that? And I'm sure both team management have got together and decided that's the best way. But also, it gives some of your fringe players a go just before the finals. You never know what happens at practice or in the next 2 days, and they've got to be ready to go should the need arise.
Mahmoud Al-Riyad, the leading out his team alongside Brendan Taylor, just nipping back to get something he must have left behind. Yeah, you're right, Alistair. I think it was a wise option to rest the big guns, and particularly Chris Gale yesterday came to the party at the right time and really delighted the crowd with some fantastic hitting all around the ground. And they didn't know that he's not going to play. They've turned it up in numbers. So once they find out that Sangakkara and Chris Gale are not playing, initially they would be a little disappointed. But such good cricket buffs, they want to see a good cricket match out there, a fighting match, not the one-sided one we had earlier in the day. Hey, I love Danny Morrison. Goodness, I don't believe there's one guy who likes him.
We talked about the Barisal Bulls and also for the Dhaka Dynamites, a few changes. Kumar Sangakkara, he scored plenty of runs in this tournament, the top run getter, so a chance for him to put the feet up as well, not needed in this particular game because they don't have to win it. As I mentioned, Sidet Superstars losing badly in that first game. That means the Dhaka are through, so quite happy to let him have a rest. Yasir Shah as well. There's also Mustafizur Rahman, and good for him to get a break as well. He's been at the forefront for the Dhaka Dynamites in this tournament, and a chance for him to recharge the batteries as well. Fahad Reza is going to be opening the batting for the Dhaka Dynamites. 400 runs in his 58 games, taking up the role of opening the batting. Used to seeing him down the middle of the order, and he's done it pretty well. So a chance for him again to cement a place in this role up at the top of the order. Sohail Ghazi will open the bowling for the Barisal Bulls.
Ghazi actually opened up his international career with opening the bowling against the West Indies for Bangladesh. Hit away for sixth first ball, but this first ball not for runs, and he came back strongly. If my memory serves me right, I think he took the wicket of Chris Gale 3 times after that initial clouting. On the money, just keeping it in line, not trying to give the ball too much of a rip.
Of course, Mohammad Hafiz is the batsman on strike, opening the batting today. Pulls that away. There is a man out in mid-on, but I don't think he'll get there. Right, Emrit is the man who gives up the ghost early, short from Sohail Ghazi, and that's just the tonic for Mohammad Hafiz.
Yeah, he needed to get a good look-see, and he's got that exactly. Rank long hop, hit me, written all over that ball, and that's exactly what it did. Put it away with utmost comfort. Wide of that effort from Rad Emrit who covered a lot of ground at the moment, just couldn't put the foot in to save a run. Backs off this time, and that's a good feeling. It's back with a point. You need to do that as a unit, lift the spirit of the bowler after he's been put away for 4 runs in the previous delivery.
Dhaka will hope that Mohammad Hafiz can get a few runs today. He's been short in his last 2 innings, and he'll be a big player come the playoff in a couple of days' time. He'll want to get the feel of bat on ball and get an extended run out in the middle.
Professor looks very different now with his beard and tash. Not quite ready. Maybe someone walking in front of the side screens. I can't see anybody. Maybe it's just not ready for the bowler as yet. Dot ball to finish the first over. 4 without loss. Four changes in each of the sides for Barisal Bulls and Dhaka Dynamites. Bulls have Brendan Taylor, Ryan Emrit, Nikhil Datta and Sarwat Dishuva coming in. And of course the Dhaka team has Mohammad Irfan, Ryan Tendeshkare, Shaikat Ali and Irfan Shukr. There are 4 changed players in the team today. Nice to see all the kids coming in, getting into the groove of things, enjoying the evening. Lovely, pleasant weather. Just through into the second week of December. Alamin Hussain, he's been exemplary. He's bowled with a lot of heart. Has taken 13 wickets into his 10th match of this BRB BPL. He has the ability to just fall into line and length very quickly. There's a slip. A deep third man, point, cover, extra cover and a mid-off for him. And on the onside he's got a mid-on, mid-wicket and a deep fine leg. 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle, dictated by the power play. First 6 overs. There you are, right on the money. Dab and run.
Right, so this is what will happen. We'll have a day's break tomorrow, and then we'll come back for the first qualifier, which is first and second, and that will be Camilla against Rangpur. We know that. And then the eliminator is the third versus fourth, and that'll be this game. It'll be a repeat of what we're seeing here tonight, the Barisal Bulls against the Dhaka Dynamites as it stands at the moment. And then obviously the second qualifier will be the loser of the first qualifier, and that'll be the winner of the eliminator. So whoever wins that qualifier guaranteed a place in the final, but whoever loses it has a second bite of the cherry, playing the winner of the eliminator. So it's a very interesting one. These two will have played each other twice in the tournament thus far after this game, but they'll play each other again in a couple of days' time. So that's why it's important for Hafiz just to get some time in the middle, to get used to the conditions and used to the boulders as well. It's all very well for Kumar Sangakkara to have a break. He got runs throughout the tournament, so he'll be confident with his form, and rest is very necessary insofar as this tournament is concerned. But Hafiz needs some runs. There's confirmation, 14 each for Victorians and the Riders, 12 for the Barisal Bulls and 8 for the Dynamites. So even if the Barisal Bulls win and go to 14, I don't think that they'll be able to get above the net run rate of the 2 above them. It's just too much, and that was obviously because of what happened earlier. Sylhet Superstars losing badly to the Camilla Victorians, and that allowed the Victorians' net run rate to jump up. And where it stands at the moment, they'll need to do probably too much, the Barisal Bulls. They'll be quite happy just to play out and get some of their fringe players into form, have a nice run out in the park, and hopefully come up with a morale boosting victory.
In the field, the slip has been taken off, and there he's taking a position at mid-wicket now. More protection inside the 30-yard circle on the onside. 4 on the off, 3 on the on. And that's exactly where he's put it away. The slip was there. Alamin Hussain is going to rue the fact that the slipper was taken away. But I suppose the batsman realized that that man has been taken off and deliberately played that shot.
It wasn't that wide, bit of bounce as well. I'll tell you what, he wanted to get it down there to third man, but not that fine. Not that fine at all, and went straight to where a first slip would have been. Hands on the head for Alamin Hussain. Taylor as well. Only if that bloke standing next to me was still there. Too far, I reckon, for him to put the dive in, and went very quickly.
And now, after the horse has bolted, they're putting him back on. The batter knows better than that to try and guide that ball again in that area. Alamin Hussain might try and bowl a short pitch one now. No, he's trying for that angle. Would be nice to play that double bluff and bowl the short pitch delivery. There's a fielder deep backward square leg for the misstand hook or pull. She's a little afraid, little Aria.
I think she saw Danny Morrison.
Tap and run, not from the middle of the bat, but that is a single of the last ball. 2 done, 10 without loss. Having a look at that points table, just to emphasize the fact what Alistair Campbell was talking about, 14 each for the Victorians and the Rangpur Riders. And despite the fact Barisal Bulls win this match, they'll get 14 points, but they're going to be way behind on that run rate unless they win by a huge margin here today. And it's got to be pretty large, I understand, from Rajneesh, our statistician. So it will be numbers 3 and 4 vying for that second eliminator game on Saturday. And the eliminator would be a repeat of this game. Hurried onto him, hands on head for the bowler. Tarwadi Shubho comes in after a while. Another player who's been on the fringes of the Bangladesh national side, plays regularly at domestic level. Down the wicket. Mere push, and he runs as he plays the shot.
Content at the moment to play orthodox cricket, these two. Just having a look-see at the bowling, getting the pace of the wicket. Haven't seen a whole heap of turn. It looks like the ball is coming on pretty nicely. That sort of happens in the evening session when the dew starts to come down, and because it's been a clear day, I'm reliably informed by my colleague Shamim that means there will be a wee bit of dew when there's cloud cover, that you don't tend to get so much of the dew.
Farhad Reza and Mohammad Hafiz just starting off this innings in a sedate manner, as Alistair was saying, that trying to just ease into the game and come up with a win, just step on the gas when they're pretty happy that they've sussed out the nature of the wicket. There will be a little bit of a difference from the early part. Leans back but can't penetrate that gap. That should have been stopped. Given away 2 runs where there shouldn't have been any. These are the little things that they get the opportunity to fine-tune, and here they've missed out.
Yeah, it was hit hard though. Wow. Right at the middle of the bat. Just got to him quicker than he thought, and that's why he wasn't able to get down. Good encouragement in the field, and you got to keep that going, even though the fielder has made a little error. Just got to him quicker than he thought.
Riyadh marshalling his troops. Last ball just pushed away. Thought of a run, sent back wisely. 5 runs coming from that over. 3 done. 15 without loss. Not out 2, not out 13. Farhad Reza and Mohammad Hafiz. Sedate start. Not very exciting for the crowd who've come in here in large numbers. The team's prepared to bide their time, just ease into the game, suss out what is happening in the middle. Oh, fishing.
He's got a bit of bounce, as Alameen saying. This is evidence of that fact. A bit of seam movement as well. He ran one down to third man in the previous over. That came off more a top edge than the face of the bat. And there again, a bit of extra bounce proving his undoing.
Oh, he's feeling for it. Mohammad Hafiz is not really getting in line of that ball, despite that little bit of a trigger movement before the ball is released. As intelligently, Alamin Hussain bowls a little further away from him, almost enticed him to go for a little nibble at that one.
Bounce again. It's gone at least 2 or 3 inches above that top edge.
See how important little things matter when you're captain. Mahmoodullah Riyadh in the previous over, after Nikhil Datta had fielded that, you see this effort, it struck him on the legs. After it was recovered, he comes around and says, "Don't you worry, man, it's alright. Keep your chin up. Don't worry about that misfield. Next time, we're here for you." And that's so very important, to encourage younger players, other members of the team. As a captain, you've got to be there to put in a good word when they do a good job. Lift their spirits when they're a little bit down. Mashrafi Mortaza does that very well. Mahmoodullah Riyadh in a very different manner marshals his troops so very nicely. And that's hit away. Delightful shot. Just a little hop. And then he slammed it away back with a point.
That's how you play it. Really good shot. Wide, and this time on top of the bounce, uses the pace of the ball to get his timing and finds the gap perfectly. Really good stuff from Farhad Reza, showing his experienced international opening partner how it should be done.
Yes, indeed, Farhad Reza, surprise quantity when it comes to opening the innings. Pitched up and just closes the face of the bat on that one. Soft enough to take it in no man's land, further away from 2 of the fielders going after it, and convenient enough to go for a double.
Still not really a shot in anger. Have been prepared to play orthodox cricket. Farhad Reza, lovely square cut, little clip off the legs. And going to scamper through for another single. Excellent running, and they get more, and they might get 4 of them. It's going to the boundary and gets there. It means they'll get 5 off that last delivery. By taking a quick single, they've induced an error as well. There we go, signal of 4, and he's put up the palm of the hand to signal 5. 4 overs bowled, 27 for none.
So by virtue of those 5 runs of the last ball of that over, the score was just... the run rate has improved slightly, 6.75 at the moment. 4 overs completed, 27 runs. These two are looking very comfortable in the middle. As Alistair was saying, not really going after the bowling, not a shot in anger as yet. Just biding their time. Farhad Reza content. Right, Emrit is going to bowl his over. Right on the money, just closing the face and running away for a single.
Right, Emrit, I think it was the culprit in this overthrow. Have a look, it's right behind it. Farhad a call straight away, and they scamper through. Would have made it easily, and then the throw from the fielder. There it is. Who's that man there? Is he the offender or not? Evan Lewis. It looks like it was the guy who threw it. He's not happy either way. Just bowled a half-decent over and then concede 5. Shot. Lovely shot. Muscled away through the covers.
That is what we've come to expect from Mohammad Hafiz. Elegant cover drive. Yeah, you can see that he was very, very happy with that shot. It come to just to the pitch and the line, and he made it look so easy. Just a full follow through with a bad, perfect placement, very elegant looking shot. So they've just started to step on the gas here. Pulls that right over the top. Tantalizingly close to that jump from the fielder, but it's got him 4 runs.
Off the front foot, previous delivery. This one off the back foot. Adjusted his length, did Emrit, but it was too short, and he was on it in a flash. Was Mohammad Hafiz just over the man at mid-wicket, but hit solidly enough to get over him and away to the boundary for another 4.
And Mohammad Hafiz taken a little bit of time to just ensure that he gets a solid footing, and now he's going after the runs. Good ball, and well played too. 2 boundaries and then the single. Good cricket. The 2 boundaries. One just threading it through the covers, and then this one stood up to the hit, just over the fielder at mid-wicket. Hafiz looking good. Farhad Reza has gone on nicely without being too flamboyant at the other end. He's gone on to 14 of 7. He's on strike now. And go, 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 they say, and they make it. Maybe a direct hit could have been interesting, but I suspect he had made his ground.
Gee, I don't know. I think that he was putting in the hard shots at the end, and he would have been a wee bit short. There's the attempt at a single. I think you're right, Shamim. I think maybe would have just scraped in.
Tajmal Hassan, president of the Bangladesh Cricket Board, there. Dot ball. It's been an expensive over. 11 coming from it. After 5, it's 38 without loss.
Dhaka Dynamites 38 for no loss after 5, going good at 7.6 even after making those changes. No the usual captain of theirs, Sangakkara, and then Barisal Bulls also making those changes. We're just hyping it up. What happens when Chris Gale comes and not even playing today? He's been rested. I feel bad for all these guys. I'm sure they came in large numbers to watch all the guys who were here who came to watch some fireworks from Chris Gale. But yeah, Danny Morrison was very sad at the time of the toss. No Chris Gale.
It's
What are
your
you
fault.
saying? Are you
It's your
serious?
fault.
It's my fault.
When you interviewed him.
I never interviewed him.
Yeah, he got upset with you.
Yeah, he got upset. And you couldn't fix it.
Not today. I tell you what, this crowd has come in massively. A little hoist. Yes, yes, yes. Last over of the power play. And something's got to get a wriggle on here. Hafiz and Fahad have got to get their skates on.
You know, there's no pressure of qualification anymore. They're going to express themselves. It's the best start. Hafiz coming up to open, should have had earlier. And he's scoring runs. And with him, Farhad is bowled. Oh, no. What do you call that?
Call it a sucker punch. That's what you call it. Brilliant. Held this back beautifully. Just been pumped before. Adrenaline. Look how he holds it back. Look how slow it is. It's almost could have been about 3 swipes at it. Brilliant bowling from Sahag. Done the job. Yeah, that's right. Miffed with himself because he's got to start and got out. Got to 19. Gone. 42 for 1 hit.
Captain walks out at number 3. Nasser Hussain. He's ready to give his 100%, as he said at the toss, to Danny Morrison. He's joining Hafiz. Nasser Hussain, the right-handed bat, has played a lot for Bangladesh. And he has the opportunity to play the remaining 14.4 overs. Get a big score. The wicket is good. There we go. Ooh, wrapped on the pads. Bit of spin and bounce.
Pressure on Nasser Hussain because Fahad Reza got sucked in beautifully. He stands there and looks perplexed. Wonderful piece of bowling from the offie. Sohag Ghazi. Lovely change-up. Really was. Now, captain is out there with Mohammad Hafiz, who missed out the other night, and Mohammad Amir, but now he's got a start. He's got 23 from 22 as the old gun from Pakistan. Light, style, slow. It's the hang time that did him. Time to go back to the dressing room and think about it. Look at the changes for the Bulls. Taylor, Emrit, Dutta and Shuva into the side. 4 changes. One of our jackets. Brilliant. First turn, got to be careful. Outside off, they'll get 1. Power play is over. So's the 6. It's 44 for 1.
A good start in the first 5 overs and then a wicket. Now Farhad, bowled by Sohag on a nothing delivery. 19 out of 10. Moved away, trying to pull that one. Didn't read the pace at all. Match 30, Dhaka Dynamites. And these two sides have qualified. Barisal Bulls and Dynamites on top. Comilla Victorians followed by Rangpur Riders. Tillet Superstars and Chittagong Vikings taking their flight home. 24 of 24 for Mohammad Hafiz opened the innings today. 1 of 2 for the captain Nasir Hussain. There is no Sangakkara today. 4 changes for Barisal Bulls and 4 changes for the Dynamites as well. Let's go through them quickly. Mohammad Irfan, Tendis Carter, Shaukat Ali, Irfan in for the Dhaka Dynamites.
Nikhil Datta, exciting to see him. I caught up with him at the Caribbean Premier League earlier this year. He's only 21, born in Kuwait of Indian origin. Front foot no ball, we're going to have a freebie. That's not ideal from young Nikhil Datta. Plays for Canada. He's played one day international for the Canadians. And now, well, I don't know why it's been called a no. It's certainly not a front foot no ball. Muhammadullah saying he's happy about things here. Have a look at his action, because he's similar to Sunil Narayan. In fact, his hero is, of course, Sunil Narayan. Up, let's have a look. Anything too wrong with that? It wasn't a front foot no ball. Smashed down the ground for 1 or 2. Let's have a look, just a single.
Danny, have a look at the umpire. If it's a front foot no ball, have a look at the umpire. The delivery has been done with. He's still not moved his arms, the umpire. What's he looking at? What is the no ball for? He still. And it was a free hit. Oh, he bowled it wide. Saw him coming down the wicket. Hafiz has lost his wicket. He just came down. That's very clever by the bowler. He bowled it wide.
Shrewd stuff from the youngster. Pushed it wider. Got rid of Hafiz. Yeah, look, he had to fetch it again. Caught by the captain. Delight for young Nikhil Datta. 2 set batsmen are now out of here. Gone for 25, 47 for 2 now.
Both the openers gone. Hafiz for 25 of 27. It was looking good, but I tell you, what smart bowling from Nikhil Datta. He saw Hafiz coming down and he bowled it wide. Tried to get it out of his reach. And when the bat made contact, it was nowhere in control of the batsman. Malcolm Waller, the new batsman, been promoted, pushed up in the order. Usually he's playing the finisher's role.
From Zimbabwe, played against his father. Had a little chat to him prior to the toss. Excited young man. Delighted to be here in Dhaka. Playing in the BRB Bangladesh Premier League, the 3rd edition, is Malcolm Waller. Good pedigree, to say his old man. Played against him in the late 1980s and in the Cricket World Cup of 1992. It's a long ball. Can't thread one here to get off the mark, but Delight to get rid of Hafiz. Scooted down the wicket, slightly outside legged at Hafiz, and then had to reach for it. Brilliant. Yeah. Oh, you can't miss those. There's a full toss of note. Misses out, does Waller, to get underway.
He could have hit that in Chittagong. Look at that. Oh. This time it doesn't beat the fielder on backward point. 47 for 2 after 7.
Openers are gone. 2 new men in. Nasser Hussain, who's captaining in the absence of Kumar Sangakkara. Waller's in now, and then you've got Tenduscara, who's got a game again. He's back on the side. One extra, the no ball, and the Dutta over. Change now, the bowling.
Yeah, Napish. This time it was the captain, Nasir Hussain.
Slow-mo. I don't think he got anything on it. Missed out. I just want to have a good look at this. To tell you what. Oh, yeah, he did. Did he get the back of the bat? The toe end of it, I think. Q end of it. Live like this. Down the line. Looks like it hits him in the thigh, the top of the thigh. But he's actually Q-ended. Seen that quite a bit here in Bangladesh, with batsmen getting through the stroke and chalking it up off the toe.
Inside out, over cover. That's a lovely shot. Waller in action.
Delightful. Inside out over cover brings the 50 up now for the double Ds. Oh yes, good execution. Popped it right where he wanted to.
Back-to-back boundaries, that's another good one. Waller is really smashing the ball all around the park. Got the accelerator on. Suharwardi bowling it too full down the leg. All he had to do is put bat onto it. Well swept. Go, man. That's the owner of Channel 9, Inayatur Rahman. The man is playing.
Yeah, the big boys. They're in town in the house. Eichel held back a little bit. Did spin. Little squeeze 2. Courtesy of Waller. He's got going.
The man Inayatur Rahman in the suit. The owner of Channel 9. Bringing you these lovely pictures. Enjoying the game. So is he.
Yeah, back-to-back boundaries in this over. First one inside out over cover. Confidence builder. That was a full toss and had to be a little dab around the corner from Malcolm Waller. Can't pinch the strike. 58 for 2.
Sohag's got 1, Nikhil Datta has got 1, and they've got rid of the openers. Barisal bowls at the time of the toss. Their captain out there feel that they bat deep, they can chase any score, and that's good confidence before they enter the qualifiers. Nicely done again. This time it's the captain. He's played it all the way.
Extremely adept at playing this stroke. Not easy. Got a flight a little bit too much from young Datta, and he's been punished. A delightful, well, just a little chip really. You can see the similarities with Sunil Narayan. In terms of the wrist work and the ball floating at you sometimes. Unique release. It's a bit of turn and bounce. A little low. Tallish fellow. A little bit out of the front of the hand. Lengthen the fingers, a little bit of a flick out of the front. Go low! Bamboozled! Big time! Young Nikil Datta has got his second one. Waller's out of here.
Playing just two amazing drives before, and he just plays one across the line. Just exposed his stumps. The umpire is checking the no ball here. He's fine. He's fine. He's got a heel behind the line. Waller, what have you done to take the long walk? The umpire is still having a look at it. Yes, it's good. Looks very good. So yes, that's the official call. He is out. So Waller goes back after hitting two amazing boundaries, out for 10. And look, yeah, exactly. Lovely flight, Danny. Yes, you're right about that. Beat him in the air. 65 for 3. Time for the strategic timeout.
স্টেডিয়ামে উপস্থিত সকল দর্শকদের মনোযোগ আকর্ষণ করছি। আইসিসি বর্ণ বৈষম্য আইনি ধারা সম্পর্কে আপনাদের অবহিত করা হচ্ছে। দর্শকগণ কোনো খেলোয়াড়, আম্পায়ার, রেফারি, কোনো কর্মকর্তা অথবা দর্শকদের প্রতি জাতি, ধর্ম, বর্ণ, দেশ বা কোনো সম্প্রদায় সম্পর্কিত এমন কোনো আচরণ করবে না, এমন কোনো কাজ বা কথা বলবে না যা উক্ত খেলোয়াড়, আম্পায়ার, রেফারি, কর্মকর্তা অথবা অন্য দর্শকদের মর্মাহত করে, যা অপমানজনক, লজ্জাকর, ভীতিকর, হুমকিস্বরূপ অথবা অপমানমূলক। বর্ণ বৈষম্যমূলক আইনি ধারার প্রয়োগ। দর্শকদের স্মরণ করে দেওয়া যাচ্ছে যে জাতিগত বৈষম্যমূলক কোনো মন্তব্য অথবা কর্মকাণ্ডের সাথে জড়িত হয়ে থাকলে তাদেরকে 1. মাঠ থেকে বহিষ্কার করা হতে পারে, 2. অপরাধমূলক আইনি ব্যবস্থা নেওয়া হতে পারে, 3. ছবি অথবা ভিডিও ইমেজের মাধ্যমে শনাক্ত করে তাদের বিরুদ্ধে আজীবন নিষেধাজ্ঞা আরোপ করা হতে পারে। ধন্যবাদ।
সকল দর্শকদের অবগতির জন্য জানানো যাচ্ছে যে কোনো অবস্থাতেই মাঠের ভিতর পানির বোতল নিক্ষেপ করবেন না। পানির বোতল নিক্ষেপ করবেন না। খালি পানির বোতল নির্দিষ্ট ডাস্টবিনে ফেলুন অথবা নিকটস্থ ক্লিনারের নিকট জমা দিন। এ ব্যাপারে আপনাদের সহযোগিতা একান্তভাবে কাম্য। ধন্যবাদ।
Requesting the attention of all the spectators present at the stadium. This is to inform you the ICC Anti-Racism Code. Spectators shall not engage in any conduct, act towards or speak to any player, umpire, referee or other official or other spectators in a manner which offends, insults, humiliates, intimidates, threatens, disparages or vilifies that other person on the basis of that other person's race, religion, color, national or ethnic origin. Anti-Racism Code implementation. Spectators are reminded that racially abusive comments and actions will result in ejection from the match.
2 overs for Nikhil Datta, and he gets a wicket each. Got rid of Mohammad Hafiz and then Malcolm Waller. And he continues. Ryan on strike. Let's go back to that wicket, Danny. And I don't know what Waller was up to.
Well, he just played so beautifully over extra cover. Done on the flight. Credit to the bowler. Wonderful trajectory, that loop there, and it dips on him. Waller thinks it's a length ball to heave on the onside like that. So cracker jack over. 65 for 3.
.65 for 3 after 9. 2 wickets for Nikhil Datta, 1 for Sohag. Barisal Bulls are back in the game. They're trying to get control over this. 65 for 3. The captain's still out there. Well done. And meanwhile, let's go down and join Pamela.
Thank you so much. I'm speaking to the Managing Director of Channel 9, Mr. Inayatur Rahman. Sir, BPL Season 3, আপনাদের মাধ্যমে পুরো পৃথিবী দেখছে. What do you have to say about that?
Thank you. BPL Season 3, I think this is the popular game in Bangladesh now. আমরা বাংলাদেশে আমি থ্যাঙ্কস দেই বিসিবিকে তাদের এই আয়োজনের জন্য. আমরা লাস্ট 1 year লস করেছি somehow. আমরা রেগুলারলি আই থিঙ্ক BPL 4 নেক্সট ইয়ারে হবে. আমরা হয়তো বা আমাদের প্রেসিডেন্টের কাছ থেকেই পাবো BPL 5. আর আমরা যেটা BPL এত পপুলার বাংলাদেশে, কেন বাংলাদেশের বাইরেও আমরা যে রেসপন্স পাচ্ছি, আমাদের যে ব্রডকাস্ট পার্টনার আছে যারা ESPN, জিও, প্রিমিও, আল জাজিরা, তাদের মাধ্যমে আমরা প্রচুর সাড়া পাচ্ছি. আমাদের দর্শক সবচেয়ে বড় আমাদের যে প্রপার্টি, দর্শকদের যে সাড়া, ওয়ান্ডারফুল.
আর BPL এর সবচেয়ে দ্য মোস্ট ইম্পর্টেন্ট ফ্যাক্টর অ্যাজ ইউ সেড দর্শক, অডিয়েন্স. অনেক অডিয়েন্স মাঠে আসছে, চ্যানেল 9 এর মাধ্যমে অনেক অডিয়েন্স দেখছে আপনাদের ব্রডকাস্টারদের. হোয়াট ইউ হ্যাভ টু সে অ্যাবাউট দ্যাট?
আমি অডিয়েন্সের প্রথমেই থ্যাংক ইউ দিচ্ছি, কারণ যেই পরিমাণ অডিয়েন্স চিটাগংও দেখেছি, ঢাকাতেও দেখেছি, তাদের যে সাপোর্ট, এর জন্য কিন্তু এই যে আমাদের গেমসটা যেভাবে পপুলার হচ্ছে, এটা আনবিলিভেবল. অনেক দেশেই মনে হয়, অনেক দেশে অনেক বড় বড় খেলা হয়, কিন্তু এত দর্শক, আর সবচেয়ে বড় গভর্নমেন্ট যে সাপোর্ট দিচ্ছে, আদার গভর্নমেন্ট মেশিনারি যে সাপোর্ট দিচ্ছে, যার জন্য সুশৃঙ্খলভাবে সুন্দরভাবে যে খেলা. আর বিসিবির যে আয়োজন, বিসিবির গভর্নিং বডি, বিসিবিকে ধন্যবাদ পাওয়ার যোগ্য, আমি তাদের ধন্যবাদ জানাই. আর দর্শকদের আমি ধন্যবাদ জানাই অনেক বেশি, তারা প্রতিদিন মাঠ ভর্তি করে খেলা দেখছে.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for talking to us. And that was Mr. Inayatur Rahman. Back to commentary.
Thank you, Pamela. With the big man Inayatur Rahman, CEO and the owner of Channel 9. 10 overs have been bowled. It's 68 for 3 at the moment, with Nasir Hussain on strike. Done well. Nikhil has done extremely well. Got 2 wickets in his 2 overs. Got to be careful against him. The loop that he offers has deceived Malcolm Waller, and definitely he's been smart enough to bowl the ball very wide of Mohammad Hafiz. All right. While the single is on, I'm going to hand the mic to Pat.
Thank you, Sikander. Just over halfway into Scott on 1 of 5. Quality performer. Going forward, he'll need to have form.
Doesn't have too much of a pedigree when you're talking about it. This time he really tempted Hafiz to come down the wicket. Malcolm Waller going for a wild swing across the line. intelligent bowling, bowls within himself. The ball coming out of his fingers, a little bit odd. Need to have a good look at that. It's a little confusing what he's dishing out. There you go. What's he trying to do? Once again, drifting down leg. Could have put that away. Good work by Alamin Hussain. Saved at least 3 runs. There's the release. He's trying to roll his fingers like a faster leg spinner. Cross seam. What do you think he's trying to do, Pat?
Keep the runs down.
Oh, and taking the wicket. 3rd wicket for him. Nasir Hussain gets tempted to hoist one out of the ground, slices it, and Sarwadi Shubo takes a good, well-judged catch.
Straight down his throat. He takes the pace off the ball. Quick arm action, and there's nothing on it, which is deceiving. Now, is he over the line? No, is he got something behind it? Yep. And he's middled it, but flat. That's the problem. Easy catch, and out he goes. Gone for 14 or 14, 72 for 4.
Well, they've got starts. Most of the batsmen can't carry on. And look at that. Datta. 3 of them. Unknown quantity really surprised everyone. Rantan Deshkare on strike now. Sadiq Hussain has come in as the new batter at the non-striker's end. Going to be Sarwadi. On a little bit of turn. Maybe too much. That's what the umpire thinks. Shake of the head. Look at that appeal, pleading to the umpire.
Yeah, he was a long way down, and I wonder if there wasn't a little inside edge, maybe. It was a bit of turn, which is outside leg, maybe. Hits him on the back leg. Probably going past off stump. Good decision. Good decision.
Gives the ball flight, in the process losing his length. Well, that has been a revelation, hasn't he? Look, this is his release we're talking about. Makes the batsman wait, can't time the ball. Nasir Hussain trying to hit it out of the ground, only managed to hold it out to Sarwadi Shubo. Easy as they come. Wicket number 3. He is disappointed. The acting captain didn't want to get out there. Sadiq Hussain, fuller delivery. They did a little cameo right at the end of the innings the other day. Can give the ball a little bit of clout. 74, their fledgling T20 career.
Good accurate bowling, getting it full and getting some grip on it.
Dhaka Dynamites started off well, posted 42 for the first wicket, but since then, Nikhil Datta has been amongst the wickets. Second one at 47, third at 65, the third at 72. The fourth at 72 rather. Hard work for this young man. Push thought of a run straight to the fielder. Excellent over. 73 for 4. The Dhaka Dynamites will not be very happy when they look at that scorecard. Batting first, they gave the top players a little bit of respite, a little bit of rest. That ball kept low. From Dutta, is bowling right through his 4 overs. He's in contention if he gets another wicket to get one of these wonderful Mobikes. There they are, magnificent looking things. One more in his last over. Wait, guide, and run. Goodness, an extra.
Poor cricket. Dutta gets one of those. Nice. Looks so nice.
Tosses the ball up. He's really making the batsman wait. Let's have a look at the 3 wickets that Nikhil Dutta has got. He chased one outside the off stump, Mohammad Hafiz. This one playing across the line, Malcolm Walla. And Nasir Hussain holding out into the deep at mid-wicket. The ball inside part of the bat. Really struggling against Nikhil Dutta. He's got 2 more balls to get that last wicket. That will qualify him for that. There you go. 13 dot balls. 2 more of his quarter 4 overs. 3 wickets he's already garnered for himself. Again, could not put him away. Excellent bowling here. Lost opportunity, young man. Get a wicket, get a bike. Not there. Played away into the deep for a single. To finish off that quarter of overs from Nikhil Dutta, 77 for 4. Up and down. That's what the Manhattan for the Dhaka Dynamites looks. It started off slowly, gathered pace, kept on losing wickets in clusters, pecked back. The last few overs has really been pretty dry for them. All credit to some excellent bowling from Saroj Dishu and also, especially, Nikhil Dutta.
I've enjoyed watching Nikhil Dutta play. I've enjoyed his skill of slowing it down and just getting the ball to go off the straight. He's really bamboozled the batsman, and his bowling is perfect for pitches that are very slow. Outstanding bowling. Right, 13 gone. They got to put the foot down now.
They can't put the foot down. All they can do is stab it away for a single. Nikhil Dutta has got the best figures for a spinner in the BPL in the 3 editions on debut.
The question is, should you have played him today? Now they've seen him. Imagine if you just played him the first time in a semi-final or a final. High risk, but gets out the bag. Outstanding bowling.
Another option for the team when they select teams for the qualifiers. Realistically, you needed to have a look at what he's able to produce. We have disappointed he became straight in at the semi-finals.
Well, his bowling is perfect for slow pitches. Hard to hit, hard to get away, hard to rotate. Strike against him, and he's pretty accurate. Just 4 matches, this one, 5 wickets, averaging 21. So, quite hard to pick him in a final if you haven't seen him. But he's put up his hand now. And dare I say it, he's going to make selection a little bit more difficult for the Barisal Bulls. After 10 matches, suddenly they got somebody else in the mix.
Yes, indeed. Well, sometimes it can be a little bit of a dilemma. I suppose what we call what kind of dilemma? Something that you might be happy about, that you have those options, but then again, dilemma anyway. Yeah, and you've got to take into contention that only 4 overseas players can be taken in per game in your final 11. So, he's in the mix, as Sim Cox was saying. In the meantime, Rad Emrit goes on his merry way into his second over. Told Kangli bowler. But disappointing, this progress by the Dhaka Dynamites, the local team, going at 5.78 runs per over. Big crowd here waiting for some fireworks. Not happening. Content to just play out the singles at the moment.
I think that the Bulls have bowled really well at them. They've taken the pace off. The pitch has got a little bit slow. It's turning a bit. The bowling's been outstanding. They haven't given them much. The bowlers, look at Dutta. 3 for 18. See there how hard it is. Everyone's bowled well.
Oh, beat him all ends up. Good bowl to finish off that over. 14 done. It's 80 for 4. Dhaka Dynamites batting first in this the last game of the first phase. Not been able to really stamp their authority in the game so far. Sort of meandering along at the moment. As Sim Cox said, very tight, accurate bowling by the Barisal Bulls bowlers.
Yes, over the last ball, look at this. It's the cutter. It pitches and goes the other way beautifully. Tough to play. Comes in with the angle, you see. So you look to play it onside. Man, it's a good delivery.
Backs away and takes a single. We're going out to the world. This Channel 9 coming live and exclusive to India. We're going to Neo Sports, Pakistan Geo Super, UK Premier Sports, Ireland Setanta Sports, to the Caribbean, Flow Sports, US and Canada, ESPN, and to MENA, BN Sports, and of course distributed worldwide by Elite Media. Check around the corner, thinks of a run, not there. Slow progress at the moment. Someone's got to just throw caution to the wind. And the man that can do that, of course, Rantan Deshkare. Look at his pedigree, 5,340 runs, best of 121, not out.
Well bowled, well bowled. Yeah, you know, you've got to ask that I think as a batting side now, you've got to be careful to start thinking what happened in the first game today. They start thinking 150s, and perhaps 125, 130 is a good score here. That's my thinking. He's got it fine. It should run away. It runs quickly down that hill. Gone for 4.
Well, the batsman will be grateful for that. Just down the leg side. All he had to do is swivel around. Boundary now. That's swept fine. Gazi drifting in line. Boundary after 42 deliveries. Extraordinary. He would feel that the pressure's been lifted with that easy boundary, and that makes Rantan Deshkare just think of dancing down the wicket, but he saw that coming and dropped it short. Ghazi.
He picks it early, and Tendulkar comes. Just one ball left, 6 of the over already.
Now Musaddiq Hussain, will he throw caution to the wind? No, he will not. He'll play the orthodox shot, plays it away for a single, and that completes the over. 15 done. It's 87 for 4.
To go. 87 for 4. Suddenly the brakes have been put on by Datta. Nikhil Datta has just come down and he's taken 3 wickets in his 4 overs, and he has applied the brakes. Farhad and Hafiz were looking good when they opened, but since then Waller threw his wicket away, if you really ask me. Nasir again couldn't continue. It's up to Musaddiq and Ryan Tendulkar, and then you've got Irfan, Shaikat, Musharraf, Mohammad Irfan and Nabil. 7 for 4. Dynamites are missing Sangakkara for sure.
3 for 18 for Datta. Now then, that will pose a conundrum for the next game, which is an all-important game. Do you take a risk on playing him? Nobody's really seen him. Felt pretty well today. You see the X factor that maybe makes the difference in a game that you need to win to get into the finals. Musaddiq 7 of 15, Tendulkar 11 of 16, so haven't been able to come to terms at all with the bowling as of yet. And there's 5 overs remaining, so they need to get a shake on here. Alamin Hussain, 2 overs thus far, none for 18.
Alamin has had a good tournament. He's got a hat-trick. And been key to the Barisal Bulls attack. A lot of responsibility has been handed over to him, and he's worked it well. 13 wickets for him in this BPL 2015. 5 for 36 is best.
Crunched away. There is protection out in the deep. He's strong in that area as Ryan Tendulkar. Just wasn't able to hit it further in front of square. I think that's where he needed to hit it to score the boundary. Have a look at that. It was just behind, and that man on the fence on the cover boundary is positioned on square, so probably would have wanted to just delay his stroke a little bit more and hit it in between third man and that sweeper, or hit it more in front of him and capitalise, because those sorts of deliveries need to go for more than one at the back end of an innings.
So this is like a dress rehearsal now. 1 plays 2, 3 plays 4, and these two teams will be 3 and 4 no matter what happens today as far as the result is concerned. Short ball pulled away, not much of it, protection there. So I don't know how much of interest do the players have in this one. Comilla Victorians are the leaders. They will be playing Rangpur Riders at number 2. The Dynamites had the scare till the Silhouette Superstars lost, and now they're just going on with the proceedings. Look at the table here. Chittagong, Vikings and Silhouette Superstars are back home. In fact, some of them are taking a flight as we speak.
Yeah, and the Victorians and the Riders are sitting at top of the table and planning how they'll go about their encounter. Remember, 1 verse 2 and 3 verse 4. Winner of 1 verse 2 into the finals. Thank you very much. And the loser gets a second crack at the winner of the eliminator game, and that's between these two again, as you mentioned. Talk about the interest of the players. I think from a personal perspective, a lot to play for because they want to play in the big games, particularly the overseas players. So a chance here to stake a claim. Ryan Tendescarter has been in, out to the side. Chance for him to finish off well and show what he can do at the back end of an innings, and maybe force his way back into the team. As mentioned, for the Barisal Bulls, Dutta's done well, 3 for 18 he's got, and maybe he comes in contention so far as an overseas spot is concerned. So I just think it's an opportunity for some of the fringe guys getting an opportunity here to prove a point.
Oh, that was a good throw. Direct hit would have been interesting. But speaking of that, 4 internationals can play in one match. That is the playing 11. A little slow to take off for that single. Touch and go. So Sangakkara will play for sure. He's going to come back. Be a fight between Tendescarter, Malcolm Waller, Nadir Khan, Yasir Shah. Lots of them. A single to end the over. That's 16 overs bowled. The score is at 93 for 4, and it's time for this strategic timeout.
সকল দর্শকদের মনোযোগ আকর্ষণ করছি। আইসিসি বর্ণ বৈষম্য আইনি ধারা সম্পর্কে আপনাদের অবহিত করা হচ্ছে। দর্শকগণ কোনো খেলোয়াড়, আম্পায়ার, রেফারি, কোনো কর্মকর্তা অথবা দর্শকদের প্রতি জাতি, ধর্ম, বর্ণ, দেশ বা কোনো সম্প্রদায় সম্পর্কিত এমন কোনো আচরণ করবে না, এমন কোনো কাজ বা কথা বলবে না যা উক্ত খেলোয়াড়, আম্পায়ার, রেফারি, কর্মকর্তা অথবা অন্য দর্শকদের মর্মাহত করে, যা অপমানজনক, লজ্জাকর, ভীতিকর, হুমকিস্বরূপ অথবা অপমানজনক। বর্ণ বৈষম্যমূলক আইনি ধারার প্রয়োগ। দর্শকদের স্মরণ করে দেওয়া যাচ্ছে যে জাতিগত বৈষম্যমূলক কোনো মন্তব্য অথবা কর্মকাণ্ডের সাথে জড়িত হয়ে থাকলে তাদেরকে 1. মাঠ থেকে বহিষ্কার করা হতে পারে, 2. অপরাধমূলক আইনি ব্যবস্থা নেওয়া হতে পারে, 3. ছবি অথবা ভিডিও ইমেজের মাধ্যমে শনাক্ত করে তাদের বিরুদ্ধে আজীবন নিষেধাজ্ঞা আরোপ করা হতে পারে। ধন্যবাদ।
সকল দর্শকদের অবগতির জন্য জানানো যাচ্ছে যে কোনো অবস্থাতেই মাঠের ভিতরে পানির বোতল নিক্ষেপ করবেন না। পানির বোতল নিক্ষেপ করবেন না। খালি পানির বোতল নির্দিষ্ট ডাস্টবিনে ফেলুন অথবা নিকটবর্তী ক্লিনারের নিকট জমা দিন। এ ব্যাপারে আপনাদের সহযোগিতা একান্তভাবে কাম্য। ধন্যবাদ।
Spectators present at this stadium. This is to inform you the ICC Anti-Racism Code. Spectators shall not engage in any conduct, act towards or speak to any player, umpire, referee or other official or other spectators in a manner which offends, insults, humiliates, intimidates, threatens, disparages or vilifies that other person on the basis of that other person's race, religion, color, national or ethnic origin. Anti-Racism Code implementation. Spectators are reminded that racially abusive comments and actions will result in ejection from the ground and possible further action such as criminal prosecution, identification by way of photography or capturing by video camera of the images of such persons and live bans being imposed on such persons. Thank you.
.93 for 4 after 16. So while this match is going on, no academic value, no qualification fears here for anyone. We were just looking at the possible overseas players for the next round. You look at the Barisal Bulls. I was just discussing this with Alistair here. Now they are the usual suspects who will be back. Chris Gale will come back definitely. Then you have Kevin Cooper, the other West Indian who would definitely come in. Lewis has got 100. You can't ignore him. That's 3. You can only play 4. Then you have Emrit, Taylor. Nikhil Datta has got 3 wickets. What do you do with him?
Yeah, and that's whether you replace him with Mohammad Sami. Mohammad Sami's had a decent tournament thus far. Do you change your plan of action and go with more spinners? Because you've got Alameen Hussain, obviously, who we've seen. He could open, I suppose, with Kevin Cooper, who's been bowling his seamers. Then you've got Taijul Islam, who's got to come back into the side. He's had a superb time, left-arm spinner. And then you've got Datta. So, yeah, there's plenty to think about for the Barisal Bulls.
And when you look at the 4 from the other side, Dhaka Dynamites, now, I don't know, do you play Hafiz again, Alistair? He's got a 20-odd runner ball start over here. Then Discarter and Waller. Waller is just a batsman. He's a finisher for you. You've been playing Irfan. Do you play him or not? What happens with Yasir Shah? He's been opening the batting for you. Sangakkara comes back for sure.
There we go. Big one. Has he got enough on it? Yeah. And it was in the gap as well. Full toss. Brings up the 100. 101 now. They need a few more of these towards the back end. But at least the intent is clear now. They're going to try and clear the boundary.
Sangakkara hits a big one. They're going to make it difficult for Sangakkara to make the final selection if either one of them gets a big score here. It was always going for 6. There was no chance for the fielder to even put a finger to it. Just watch it sail over him. Good bat. Done a lot in IPL as well. There you go again. This time slogs that one.
He's a solid guy as Ryan Tenderscotton generally. When he aims for the boundary, he gets it there and gets it over. Just keeps it a little low. That forces the miss hit and just be a single. So 10 runs off the 17th, 103 for 4. They're the teams we're talking about. I think for the Dhaka Dynamites, Sangakkara comes back. I'd play Yasir Shah. I think those are your 2 bankers. And then you're going to pick 2 from either Mohammad Irfan, Malcolm Waller, Mohammad Hafiz and Ryan Tenderscotton as far as I'm concerned. Their other overseas player, Nasir Jamshid, do you go back to him? I don't think so. Do you go to Lahiru Tiramani, the Sri Lankan, or to Sohail Khan? And I don't think those 3 are in the frame. So I reckon it's 2 from those 4.
You go for an extra batsman if it was you, or you think Sangakkara will definitely like to, you know, stack up more batsmen. If that's the case, you'd rather go with a top order batsman in Hafiz. That's a nice Yorker length, slower ball. 2 runs, the big gap on the onside. You go for a top order Hafiz, or you go for the finishers, Waller, Tenderscotton.
Yeah, and Waller's played a couple of good hands right at the back end of an innings, getting runs right in the last couple of overs. Tenderscotton, I suppose, could do that same job and offers you maybe an opportunity to with the ball for a couple of overs, although the experiment did not work in Chittagong. I'd go with you. Mohammad Hafiz, I'll go with you. Yeah. So that's the 3rd one. Then it's either Tenderscotton, Waller or Mohammad Irfan. And it's either where you go with an extra batsman or you go with the big left armour.
I think Sangakkara should have a word with Hafiz. Hafiz should step up and just open the innings as he did today. They've got to stop the experiment with Yasir Shah. Let him be the bowler he is. He can be a good finisher, mind you. Short again, but not enough to earn them an extra. He's trying to work that one over that point fielder. So yeah, these are the possibilities. Always talk about them. And then you've got two more sides who are doing very well, topping the tables. They'll have their own issues, which best 11 should come out. First qualifier.
Up in the air. It's gone over the keeper. Third man was back. He was trying to scoop it over fine leg and ended up getting a top edge that took it in the direction of third man.
Wasn't in control of that shot. Lucky that it's landed right between the fine leg and third man. In terms of selection, I'll tell you one thing, that Nikhil Datta is definitely knocking the door. He will be asking the question after this performance today. 3 wickets for him. First appearance.
A consultation going in insofar as field set is concerned, Mahmudullah and his bowler ride Emrit. I think what's going to play a big role in the finals as well is fielding. And Waller the other night took some great catches. You just swap those and say that's Mohammad Irfan. Does the good work he does with the ball be totally eradicated by the poor work he'll do in the field? Oh, has he got him? Has he got him? It'll be a tremendous catch if he has. I think he's resigned himself to the fact that it's a clean catch. Ryan Tenduskarter. Mahmudullah Riyad. What a catch. It was hit with tremendous power and he had to lean forward and scoop it inches off the ground, and he's taken it very cleanly.
Emrit offering that length. Puller, but Tenduskarter only manages to hand it over to the Barisal Bull captain. Taking it right at the circle, the 30-yard circle, half the side back. 106 for 5. Ryan Tenduskarter out for 22 of 23. Running over, 106 for 5. Oh, in fact, last ball of the previous over, that's a bad ball. That should be a wide. It is. 107 for 5 now. Just one ball of the 18th. Shaukat Ali, new batsman. Much better batsman than that. Though he's played it very well, just couldn't find a way to beat that fielder. In the air, oh, just beats that fielder again. The captain is busy. 2 runs taken to end the over, 18 gone, 109 for 5. If you've just joined us in the PRB BPL, we are playing the last of the round matches. The 4 teams that have qualified for the qualifying matches of the qualifiers are the Comilla Victorians topping the table. After them are the Rangpur Riders. And then we have, of course, the Barisal Bulls and Dhaka Dynamites. That's how it goes. 2 more overs to go. That's the last wicket. Tenduskarter hit it really hard, but straight to the captain, Mahmudullah. That's a brilliant catch. He loves it. Yes. That would have gone for an amazing boundary. had that effort not been put in by the fielder. Alameen Hussain, Barisal Bulls captain, is lucky to have someone like him in the squad. Really take the pace away and can really bowl it quick as well. Stop the run flow. These are the bikes up for grabs. 4 wickets, it's yours. 100, it's yours. And who is the man holding it? He's been having an eye on that.
There we go, that's the colour he's choosing. The white with the red stripe. He's about 6'4" is Pat Simcox, so I'm not sure how he's going to fit on one of those. Maybe the seats have got extenders. Otherwise his knees would be on the floor.
Short ball, been pulled away. It's in the air, but don't worry about it. It's all the way.
Trying the change of pace, the slower ball bouncer, and it just sat up. And the batsman, well, Mossadegh needed no second invitation to smear that away over the leg side, right out the middle of the bat, and he knew once he had hit it, it was sailing away. Crunch. Have a look how far that goes over the boundary edge. Really good strike.
Straight onto that concrete wall. And I tell you, that is far away, way behind from the boundary. Calls for 2. Can they make 2? Non-striker was interested, but no. Mossadegh had to be sent back.
So when you get hit for 6, first ball you're over. As a bowler, you're under the pump, particularly in the 19th over of the innings. You know that the batsmen are going to aim for the boundary on nearly every delivery, so you've got to be spot on. Just making sure he's got his field exactly right, Alameen Hussain. Flick. Through square leg. I'll be able to get back for 2, maybe 3. No, just the 2. Just bouncing in front of the fielder. Probably should have done a bit better. Get something behind it. In the end, it eludes him and goes down to the fine leg, covering through. So 9 off the over. 3 balls still to bowl in this over.
Yeah, I think Mahmudullah had to make the decision. Does he want to go for the catch or just stop the ball on the bounce, and just couldn't take that call in time and just dived over it. Mossadegh is a very handy batsman. 22 of 27. And there he goes again. He's played that so smartly over that back foot point fielder. He was on the circle. He's played it deliberately over him.
Yeah, you have to question the delivery though. Not the smartest piece of bowling by Alameen Hussain. Short, wide on this occasion. And he was up on his toes, Mossadegh, and flat batted it over backward point. Third man is back, the cover fielder as well, but they weren't getting anywhere near this. Perfectly in the gap. Most expensive over of the innings, and there's still 2 balls remaining.
You will pay for this line. Definitely you will if you stray down the leg side.
Gee, he's just lost it this over, Alameen Hussain. Bowled really well up to this point, and in this particular over, his 4th over, it's just all gone pear-shaped. There again, trying a variation, a cutter, and all he's done is angle it down the leg side on half volley length, and he's got a little tickle on it as Mossadegh and run away for another boundary. 17 now from the over. This has really added a bit of spice to their total and made it competitive. Single to end the over. 17 from it. 1 over remaining. 127 for 5.
has helped the Dhaka Dynamites. 6.68 is their run rate now. As you mentioned, it was the biggest over of the innings, 18 of it. And now the last over coming up. Both these batsmen very handy. Shaukat getting 13 of 5, and Mustadiq, you remember yesterday, hit 3 back-to-back boundaries of Mohammad Shahid from Sylhet. Superstars.
Slower ball. There it is at the back of the hand from Riyad Emrit and crashed into the stumps. And eludes the backward point. There is cover out there though, didn't quite hit the right timing on it, so wasn't able to get it to the boundary once it eluded the fielder, but 2 nonetheless.
Emrit bowling slightly slower and fuller. Batsmen trying to move away to have a full swing of their arms, putting their left foot out of the way. That's how Shaukat lost his wicket. Beaten by pace. Let's see what Emrit has to offer now.
Straight down the ground, and it's going to be parried back. Good piece of fielding out in the deep. Applause from the bowler. He thought once it was hit, maybe it would be straight enough to go all the way to the boundary for 4. So really good effort in the field.
Yeah, it was a good shot, but the fielder luckily got a good bounce to cut it off. He had to cover a lot of ground to slap that in. And he's definitely saved 2 runs for the side. Last 2 balls of the Dynamites innings.
Dot ball. Probably should have done better. Yeah, he knows it. It was short and wide. He played one in the previous over, up and over backward point, and it was exactly in that area again. It was just the one of normal pace. And normally at this stage of an innings you bowl length. You finish with a flourish. So that's his highest score in T20 cricket. 30 he made. Really batted well towards the end. And in their 20 overs, they will end up 136 for 6. So had a good partnership with Shaukat and with Ryan Tenduscarte, and was able to take 9 runs off the last over, courtesy of a very, very good shot. The last ball of the innings over extra cover. Have a look at this. Just stood his ground and was able to get it up and over. You'd have to say the bowler wasn't the greatest delivery last ball, but you've still got to put it away as a batsman, and he was able to do that.
That's right, similar delivery into the stumps has worked for him, but this time too much width and nice inside out shot. So this is what the Dynamites have done. 30 not out from Mustadiq, he's done so well. And then Irfan just getting that runner ball, but look at that, the top part. Hafiz and Farhad got them a good start. They had hiccups in between, but then it was Mustadiq and then a little cameo from Shaukat, who did well, 136 for 6.
1 wicket for 27 for Sohail Al-Amin. Well, he was expensive towards the end. 18 runs of his last over, none for 42.
One of the biggest sixes I've ever seen. Sure, down the leg side. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Couldn't afford a better gift than that on Christmas Day. Oh, missed it completely. Things have run. Oh, second grab at the bite at the cherry, I think, is short. Yes. The wicketkeeper didn't get him. The bowler on his follow-through did. First ball of the innings. Couldn't get hold of it. Excellent bowling at the death by Nuwan Kulasekara. Take a lot of credit for restricting this Chittagong Vikings total to 135 for 5, and that completes the 20th over.
That's up in the air. He's pitched it up. Has he got the first wicket? Yep, he has. What a catch. It went up a long, long way. Just had to move back a few paces. Sharp, there's another delightful stroke. He's leg glided a few on that occasion, on his toes, and punches it through the covers. What a shot. Everyone just stood. He's found the gap again. Going to be lots of wides here. It'll go all the way to the rope. Oh dear. Start of the 11th.
5 of them, easy as they come. Got to be more disciplined with your bowling. Just drifting down the leg side. Misses the bat. Misses the gloves. Disappointment writ large on the keeper's face. Down over the top, over the infield. Is there a fielder going to get to it? No, he's going to bisect 2 fielders converging on it, and he's got 4 runs.
On the offside. This, could have been a leap there from the old boy. Dillers, get airborne.
Look at the expression on his face. Well, the ball's been following Tilakaratne Dilshan around, I can tell you that. The batsman's heart must have been in his mouth. That back of the hand slow ball almost fell for it. Just evading the reach of Tilakaratne Dilshan.
Gone for the big one. Not enough. You called it, Pat Simcox. There's there a twist in the tail. Plays it square in the wicket. What a shot from Shoaib Malik. Just when they needed a boundary, he's found one. It's up in the air. Gone. Why was he trying to pull that? Third man up. All he had to do was just ramp it down over his head. Was the perfect delivery to do that. But instead tries to play across the line, across the ball, gets the top edge. And they lose one at a crucial stage. Knock them over. He's done it! Exactly where you want to be. That's the Mohammad Amir we've come to know and love. Right up in the block hole. You miss, I hit. They've gone mad here in Chittagong.
Pandemonium. Pandemonium. You can't describe it. The only thing you can look at is Mohammad Amir, and that'll tell you what this means to him.
Shot. Shot. That's a stroke that he favours. A go-to shot for Shoaib Malik. He's given himself room. Hasn't managed to get it in the block hole. And he's managed to get it up and over backward point. Is that the shot that wins him the game?
Yeah, it's the cut on length. That's what he does well. Gets himself room and backs away, opens up. I fancy for them to win now, they've got to get him out. He's got to do something wrong.
Flicks it around the corner. Man out there, so it'll just be the single. Yeah, they're already celebrating, jumping up and down. They know it's all but done. It's going to be heartbreaking, but there it is, it's done. What a victory. It went right to the wire. Spoilt only really by a no ball in that last over, otherwise it could have got very interesting at the end. But Shoaib Malik, he's marshalled it beautifully, never panicked under pressure, knew exactly what he wanted to achieve, and they've done it easily. This is the 6th time the chasing side has won at Chittagong out of 8 of the games played here, and that just tells a story. This pitch later on, maybe with a bit of dew, gets better for batting. Take nothing away, though, from the fact that they were under the pump, under some pressure, the Camilla Victorians, and they've managed to get home and win another game.
Get your global football fix every Thursday with our weekly roundup show. Go!
The ultimate worldwide football show where we've got the ball hitting the back of the net all across the globe.
See goals and highlights from some of the top leagues around the world.
Goalkeeper Martin Hansen becoming a viral hit with his last-minute back-hit equaliser.
As well as the latest news and features.
It's been another big summer for transfers in the world of football.
Watch Goal every Thursday on Premier Sports HD.
Very good evening and welcome back to the Sher Bangla National Stadium. We're about to start the last segment of play, and this is the first phase of the BRB BPL, the innings of the Dhaka Dynamites. Out come the batsmen. We've got a target of 137 to win. This is 136 to win in 20 overs. And two batsmen striding in the middle.
Match 30. Been a long haul to get to this point, but it's a lovely little target to stretch the Barisal Bulls a little bit. That's what I would be thinking. If I were the Bulls, I'd be giving a couple of guys a chance. Remembering we're going into the big rounds now, the important ones. I want to make sure I peak all my players. Similarly, the Dhaka Dynamites will be thinking the same.
Mehdi Maroof and his partner Ronnie Talukdar in the middle. There he is, the right-handed batsman. 125 runs into his 12th match. Short T20 career. Partnered by Ronnie Talukdar. There you go. Confirmation of that. And in the background, looming large. That's its pedigree so far. Another fledgling career. 348. 43 is best. Well, you'd be thinking, what height does he release the ball from? 7 foot 8 inches high. When he's just standing up straight. 52 wickets in his 43 matches. Bring the ball down from a great level and also generate quite a bit of pace. Field settling down. Slip. Wideish gully. Deep third man. Backward point. Cover. And a wideish mid-off. On the onside, a mid-on. A square leg and a deep point leg. That's the field set for the batsman. Ronnie Talukdar. Dhaka Dynamites posted 136 on the money straight away.
Wonderful experience for the young guy to come out and face such a quality bowler. Night you'll never forget. That's what it's all about, really. Lots of bounce. Thought about it, you've been told about it. Push forward, you're going to be playing around your chest.
Oh, got him in half. Super delivery from Irfan. Jack back after pitching.
Yeah, that's the length. When he bowls it at that length, he is really tough to face. He hits the top of the pad. No driving. No going back. You just got to hope you don't get a bat on it. And it jags around. Got the best out.
Mop of hair. Enjoying himself. Lovely weather to play cricket. Not the smoothest of run-ups. Rather ungainly compared to some of the other pace bowlers.
That's a good leave, that. Leave on length, if it's just outside off stump there. But be careful, he brings it back in at you. Now and again he gets the one to go the other way, just holds its line like that. Swing it more, he pitches it up at you. Rolls it back over length.
There's that extra bit of pace in the wickets in the last couple of days here. So pitching it up would be a good option. The others might just go over the wicket. That's better, but it's in the zone. That's played with a open face of the bat. Half a stop opens the account for the Barisal burners. Barisal Bulls, correction.
New man on strike, Ronnie. He'll have stood at the other end and watched the first 4 deliveries. Seen a bit of swing, seen a bit of bounce.
Oh, that's played delightfully well. He scrammed for space. Despite that, he slapped it away back of the point. 4 runs.
The first boundary up. He waited for it, didn't commit forward. And that's the length. That's just too short. You can slice it away. If there's a bit of width on it, just a little bit of width on offer. And the lovely bounce. Use the pace. That's a lovely shot. Give him a lot of confidence.
Oh, that's sight for you. Going way over his head. No chance for the batsman. Ends the over, 5 without loss. Both teams making 4 changes today. You can see that Mohammad Irfan has come back. Rantan Deshkare, Shaukat Ali and Irfan Shukur in for the Dhaka team. Barisal Bulls, Brendan Taylor, Rad Emrit, Nikhil Datta and Sarwar Deshuvo. Nikhil Datta has performed exceedingly well, 3 for 18. Scored 4 overs Barisal Bulls. After the first, 5 without loss.
The haze that's come around surrounded us here in the ground. Sure why, but it's hazy out there. Glad I'm not the fielder looking for a high catch.
Just the weather this time of the year, Patrick. We do get haze in the evenings in the winter. Thank God it's not snow. It's not cool enough. There you see the haze, you see the floodlights in full blast. It's still struggling to get enough lights, but I suppose it's not too bad. Once you're on the ground, you get a good sighting of the ball. Shouldn't be too difficult. Expected this, Nabil Samad to open from one end. Short. He's a little tentative on that. Reset to play a defensive shot.
Yeah, he could have made more of that. But having a look, he's got a spinner. He's got a slip in place as the spinner. He's expecting to spin the ball. Spin that much with a new ball. Nabil Samad. Never easy as a spinner to start off with a brand new slippery ball.
But he does get a little bit out of that wicket, which is good to see. I think if it falls on the seam, they got a better grip, maybe more revs on the ball than when the seam is a little softer.
Yeah. Seam itself is a little bit slippery sometimes.
Works away, threaded the gap in the covers so very well that pitched up, put away with utmost comfort.
It was over-pitched. And he made merry. Opened the face nicely. Keeper's run all the way down to have a chat to the bowler, saying to him, don't loop it up. A little bit quicker maybe.
Push further up. We've got two Irfans playing in the team. The keeper, Irfan Shukur, standing behind there. Of course, the tall bowler, Mohammad Irfan, coming at you from the other end. Oh, that hurried onto him. Did well.
So good for the keeper to get involved. He's the guy that can give a lot of confidence to the bowler. As soon as he'd been hit for 4, he ran over to him and had a little chat to him. Just giving him an idea. Maybe the middle and leg line.
Come back reasonably well. There should be a single only of the last ball of the second over. Moves on to 10 without loss. See that the Kumula Victorians and the Rangpur Riders have taken up the top 2 spots, despite the fact if the Barisal Bulls win today, they'll get 14, but just suspect that they might not have enough in that net run rate column to take them up into the top 2. First to play against each other. Come back to that. Oh, he struck him. He took his eyes off the ball. It didn't climb up to that height he expected. Very fortunate, got the back part, and he has got no extra protection behind, just underneath that, around the neck area. These days you see that little bit of padding around the back. That's where it's hurt him. Can be very dangerous.
He's a very lucky boy. Turned his head on it at the last minute to get hit behind the head. You can see there's a lot of it exposed there. And he was almost off stump, which is not bad. But he turned himself there. Now, had he not had a helmet on, he would have been gone. Hospital and in real trouble. He's very lucky. Another inch or 2 lower and had been in the neck, behind the head. Right, now, what is the impact of that on his batting? Has the helmet been damaged? And you'll also look at it, you can see the visor. The visor is so wide open, you can put a ball through there easily. Astounds me.
Yeah, well spotted, Patrick. Yeah, there is quite a big gap from the peak of the helmet to the first part of the visor. Oh, needs to change his helmet, get a little more protection. Nasir Hussain, captaining today. To be all right. Mehdi Maroof.
A lot of fast bowlers will follow that up with another one.
This time he's pitched it a little further up, trying to get the angle, kept on going away from the batter.
The previous over, the very last ball, was a bouncer as well, and it was quick. And in fact, I think the batsman asked, wasn't that a wide? It wasn't called a wide, but he could see there was a little regression there, and straight away he was back on it. First ball of the next over, straight on his head.
Pitched up, flicked away. That's timed very well. Just in the right zone on the middle and leg stump. Easy pickings, just use the pace of the ball and put it away for 4 runs.
Wonderful to see. Been hit on the head and then just come back with this. Lovely pickup. He's deep in the crease. Now, the double play or not. Yeah, he just floated it up there. See how deep he was in the crease. It was a full ball. Now he's got to be expecting the short one. Will Irfan now decide, okay, double play. He wouldn't have liked being hit for 4, but he'd be expecting a short ball, the batter.
There is a fielder going on to the deep backward square leg boundary there to the right of your picture. So expect a bouncer. Played the double bluff. He's pitched it up straight. Chance of a run out, a direct throw might have been interesting. Bit of a yes and no between the two. Got to get your communications right. these two young batsmen here.
He would have been gone easily by, 2 or 3 feet here. He found it well. He picked up, turned, he's left-handed, you see, and he would have been gone by a long, long way. Not a problem. He had more time and he thought, oh, it was close. It was close.
Tell you what, it's not easy swiveling around and getting the ball on the right hand of yours, which is his left hand, and then try to hit the wicket. Almost got him there. Change of angles for Mohammad Irfan coming around now. Just trying to nip the ball back in or hold the line outside the off stump. There it is. That's what he wanted. That's what he's got. Got a little nibble straight to the keeper. Tempted the batsman to go for a drive. Got a feather touch to it, and the first wicket falls.
Yeah, it was full. It was there for the drive. He probably stood at the other end, watched the short bowling. I want to see how deep he is in the crease here. No foot movement at all. Waiting for a short ball. Well bowled. Mohammad Irfan, well bowled. Take a bow. And out he goes. Gone for 4. Ronnie, 15 for 1.
Brendan Taylor is the new batsman in the middle. A distinguished career with Zimbabwe, now living in England. Come here, not for the first time. 2,541 runs, the best of 101. And that almost went to hand. Jumped there. It's all right. Thank you for the effort. Just couldn't latch on. Musadek, I think it was. 3 runs, 17 for 1. Looks nice. Caught Irfan, bowled Irfan. Caught Irfan Shukr, bowled Mohammad Irfan. First wicket going down. Mehdi Maruf got hit. Still around 11. Brendan Taylor just in. Lucky to be there because he gave that opportunity. First ball he faced. Playing just over the backward point fielder. Got a hand to it, could not latch on.
The spin continues. No slip in place. Easy pickings there. Now Brendan Taylor, he cut it up to his credit. Didn't try and hit it down at all. There was a lot of bounce in it. And he hit it quite hard, quite firmly. I reckon he did as well as he could have done at that backward point position. He really got up high. Be disappointed. Good. Would have thought maybe could have knocked it up.
Think maybe I didn't take off in time. Look around the corner. There's protection there. Thought of a run. Send back wisely. Have a look at the well of the BRB Bangladesh Premier League. Got to make a point today. exposing his intentions a little too early.
Wow, look at that turn. This is the wicket. You can see no foot movement going forward. And then the very next ball cut by Brendan Taylor. Quite tough to have a high five with Mohammad Irfan.
Oh, check shot. Thankfully no one was there. Very tentative. Yeah, look.
Mohammad Irfan's got to put his hands quite low. And the rest of the boys are stretching. Get up there.
Little Musaddiq just crawling underneath his arms there. There you go. He decides, no, I'm not going to put it all the way up. Tickle round the corner. Did he get a bit of the bat to it? Have to wait and see if there's a signal from the umpire. Gone for the second run. Wide signal. Nothing on it. Missed the bat. Missed the keeper.
Keeper disappointed with that. Regulation catch down the leg side.
Kane drifting down leg and appeal, but the ball was going down. No response from the umpire. Another signal for a leg by. At the moment, the two openers content to just play out the overs by Nabil Samad. Sweep in front, appeal, gone. Yes, that was close. Decision by umpire Ranmo Martinez.
Well, it's a brave decision because he's a long way down. But I think it pitched in line and came back just enough. And I think it would have clattered into middle and leg. I think it's a good decision. Look at that. And that's going to carry on and hit the stumps. Good decision. But you can see he was a long way down. He'd feel aggrieved, like all batsmen do. But as a spinner, I love it. Sorry, Brendan. Gone for 3, 23 for 2.
Mahmudullah Riyad, the captain, comes in. Just completed the fourth over, 23 for 2. Rebuilding work to be done by him. And he's the man of the moment. If anyone can do it and keep steady and just keep a cool, calm head under pressure, he's the man you need to be in the middle for you. 1,421 runs into his 94th match. And he's in the middle because of this.
Have a good look. It just spins enough back. It doesn't pitch outside leg. That's the key. And it carries on straight. And Brendan Taylor missed it. He's got to pay the price for missing it. You put your pad in the way and you miss it, it's going to hit the stumps. I don't feel sorry for you. Ranmo Martinez. Yep.
Look around the corner. They go through for a single. And it's time to go down and join Emrit downstairs.
I have with me Chairman of Dhaka Dynamites, Mr. Shahan F. Rahman, the very handsome and the very happy. Sir, Dhaka Dynamites, the boys are playing really well. They hold the position in the top 4. So how does it feel?
Oh, we're very excited. I feel very excited. I think the boys have done very, very well. They played very hard. They played good cricket on the ground. And I think we deserve to be here because of their performance. I'm very excited, very happy.
Any special plans for the upcoming matches?
A special what, sorry?
Upcoming matches.
Yeah. No, well, you know, just good luck to all of them. Just play your best. and do your best on the field, and that's really what we're just looking at.
So these guys are playing really well, and since they have hold the position at the top 4, so any party planning going on?
Oh, well, of course we want to celebrate. We celebrate even if we don't win, and that's because it's an appreciation from my side to the players that you've done your best. And when you do your best, we'll celebrate irrespective of whether we win or lose.
What about the crowd? What about the crazy fans of Dhaka Dynamites here at Sher-e-Bangla Stadium?
It's amazing. You can see behind you. I mean, look at everybody. And not only that, I think the stadium itself, it's full. Everybody's here. There's so many people here, and it gives both us as well as the players on the field a lot of enthusiasm when you have cheering and you got so many people coming to the stadium. So it's unbelievable.
What about if they win the cup back home, like if they take it back?
If we take it back? Oh, I can't answer that question. I don't know what these guys are going to do if we can take the cup back home.
Anything for Channel 9 viewers?
Yeah, please support us, support Dhaka, support the BPL, and support cricket in general. That's what you're here for. Please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for talking to us. Well, that was Mr. Shaheen Rahman, the happy chairman of Dhaka Dynamites. Over to Combox.
Thank you, Emrit. Game goes on in the middle. At the moment, the Barisal Bulls trying to rebuild their innings. Got a target of 137. Dhaka Dynamites posting 136 in their lot of 20 overs. Lost a couple of wickets. And at the moment, Mahmudullah Riyad just ensuring that sanity prevails. They don't lose their heads. Just guide your team to a position of comfort. Just a little bit of a pause for some sawdust being brought into the ground. The bowler losing his footing.
Well, the 2 wickets that have gone down. 24 for 2. Look down that batting card. You got some work to do. But Lewis to come, Sabir, Emrit, Datta down the bottom. Al-Alamin. And they're missing 1 or 2 real top players. Certainly one that we all know of. 24 for 2. It's still on a knife edge here.
Chris Gale, Mohammad Sami, Kevin Cooper, Tajul Islam, the 4 changes in the Barisal Bulls team. Possibly, on paper at least, a slightly weakened team. You don't have Gale in the team, obviously your team is a little weaker. Having a good look at the bowling at the moment. Mahmudullah Riyad content to play the waiting game.
Well, these two got to play each other again. That's what I reckon. And so it's a feeling out process, yeah? I guess both coaches and captains will be analysing all these players in this match, watching carefully, getting their strategies against each other right.
Plays away from his body into the deep. Think of a second run, it's not there. Just 2 runs coming from that over. A good one. 5 done, 25 for 2.
$25 for 2. 1 more over left in the power play. Worm needs to get vertical very quickly. A wake-up call with an uppercut. Mehedi, 13 from 17. Mahmudullah, captain's come in because Brendan Taylor was judged the LBW for just 3. In the air for a second there. No damage done. Evening, Sackers.
Evening to you as well. 112 required of 89. And with that worm we saw a while ago, it definitely needs a wake up. 5.1 overs, just 25 and 2 down. The captain has to do a lot of work, I tell you that. No, this won't help. But the bowler is doing very well, keeping the ball on the stumps.
Yeah, look at these two strong sides. Third playing fourth, Bulls at 3, Dynamites with a few hiccups, but are fourth. That nearly hit the off stump. Mamadullah giving himself room to go inside out over cover, nearly pays with his wicket. Oh, turned away just enough from the stumps. Rip some hair out, buddy. Big shot! Sliding down, I reckon, so does Martinez. The umpire.
Be scared when the umpire looks away. That's the time he puts his finger up. Oh, that one kept low, and probably the middle stump is visible. That's what kept the umpire away. But he's deep inside his crease, I tell you. Right into the eyes of the batsman. Down the wicket, and he's bowled him. It was on the cards. The captain was struggling to get bat on ball. Had to happen.
Rejoicing in the stands here at Tripanga National. Loving it. 3 down inside the power plant's the big fish. Skipper Mamadullah dances down, whips it through the onside but misses it. High fives all round. Nabil does the trick. Mamadullah gone for just a single off 10. 25 for 3 now.
Nabil, one for Irfan, caught by Irfan. Mamadullah said, we bat deep. Now is the time to show it. Lewis has been pushed down the order, the only man who's got 100 in the BPL 2015 edition. How does he play at number 5? Only time will tell. 25 for 3. 1 ball to go to finish off with the power play.
Lewis, such a talent. Got 100 back at the gong last week. Very, very good numbers, these. Got to survive one. Oh! Does. Ends the 6th. 3 down for 25.
Be their lowest in power play, or have they done worse than this? I think they've scored somewhere around below 60. Was them, right? 58 all out. Was it them? Was someone in blue? Dhaka Dynamites really have done well for themselves with the ball, restricting the opposition to 25 in the power play and getting 3 wickets.
Well, that last wicket, the last over, it had a wicket in it. Was a wicket maiden. extraordinary. Nabil, he's got 2 for 10 and 3. He has had it on a piece of string. Mehdi.
Yeah, what happens to Mehdi? I mean, he was on a non-striker's end, and Mahmudullah faced 10 balls for that single. Kept in the air, a lot of bottom hand there. And this one, look at him, he's on the stumps. That was a good shout. And then said, I'll rather hit the stumps.
Superb over. Arm balls, ones that just go with the orthodox spin that nearly hit off stump. Couldn't get it away. Mahmudullah got so frustrated that in the end he ran down the wicket and missed. Heard the death rattle. Wonderful piece of bowling. Yeah, deceived in the length and the left arm angle. Classical. Snaking back into the right-hander. Captain gone. So Nelson to get 111 off 82 deliveries. Not going to be easy. Got 100 here in the BRB Bangladesh Premier League as Evan Lewis. Batting a bit lower down this evening in match number 30. Fahad Reza. It is spot on again.
Chittagong was the place where he smacked every bowler all around the park. The only man to get 100, 101 not out of 65. Have a look at him. You bowl anywhere to him and he was dispatching every bowler for boundaries, for maximums, and the opposition had no answer to that performance. Yes, why wouldn't you? Leave that bat, punch the air. Oh, it was against the Barisal Bulls and another boundary.
Lewis, so dangerous because he's so unorthodox. Package about his 100 wasn't long enough because he sliced and diced the Dynamites that night too, all over the clock in Chittagong. 360 degrees. This guy's lethal. So strong. Tremendous square of the wicket. Hold on to your seats, this could be a whirlwind. Bowl that again.
31 for 3 now. Lewis. What 100. And he owns one of these. May not get another one today because there aren't many. Well, there are 106 runs though. Al-Amin has got one. Who's their bowler?
Jeez, he hit that hard too. Straight to mid-wicket. Best of Gale, just as well. He didn't get 100 because he wouldn't fit on that bike. He got 76 not out from Mohamed Shehzad the other night. Sangers got 75. Samuels, who's no longer here, of course, playing test match cricket down under in Australia. 69 in 0, and then Tamim as well, the same score. Bit of swaz on nerve. Big edge, down a fine leg, means that Lewis will keep the strike. 32 for 3.
Qualifiers are coming up just after this match, and we have a day's break, and then one place too. Comilla will fight with the Rangpur Riders, and then Dhaka Dynamites and Barisal Bulls will face each other once again. The winner will go straight into the finals of the qualifier 1, whereas Rangpur Riders or Comilla Victorians, whoever loses that match, will have to face one of these. So the 4 teams are decided. Have a look. First qualifier, 1 versus 2. Comilla versus Riders. An eliminator, that's third and fourth, the two teams playing at the moment. The second qualifier, loser of first qualifier versus the winner of the eliminator. So every team except one gets 2 games each from here. Alright, more spin. Lewis on strike. Is it hard into the ground? Oh, there's a misfield, but Lewis is not looking. Will he go for the second? No, he's sending him back. Why wouldn't you keep your eyes on the ball?
That's right, Sekenda back. That's one of the basics. Grand old game, and even this modern game of T20. Very little opportunity. Keeping your eye on it. Fusion there. Sliding, putting off your mate. It's okay. Lewis just says, calm down, take it easy. He's the captain for tonight, Nasser Hussain. He's off his big shout, big shout. I think he's trying to burgle a wide. Does he get the wide? Well done, you two out there. No wide, no wicket.
So has it clipped the pads? Rush the trouser. Look at the keeper. No, nothing. I didn't hear anything. Nasser Hussain. We can get a partnership going. The Barisal Bulls, it's not impossible, 103 of the remaining 75. Got 7 wickets in hand. He is that, just stay on the wicket. Mehdi's been there for a while now. 21 balls faced, 15 runs. Lewis definitely is looking to attack. 6 of 6. Quick single again.
Target is 137. Simply not enough partnerships at the top of the order from the double Bs. Resting Chris Gale, of course. He finished things off rather quickly last night.
Pressure on, keep the pressure on, boys, keep the pressure on, boys.
Easy single to end the over. 36 for 3 after 8. Everyone's enjoying the BRB Bangladesh Premier League. Big smiles, enjoying every moment of it. Got the qualifiers coming up. Big action. Teams that have made it to top 4. This outing, this match, is a test for all the players who haven't really had an opportunity. Some of them have availed that chance. Earlier on, we saw 3 wickets coming in from Nikhil Datta. First opportunity, and what a performance. Guys who have been playing for the sides have been given an outing again. Ryan Tenduscara came in again. Brendan Taylor today haven't really been able to cash out. Down the leg side again he's appealing for a catch. Again, a bit of pad involved in this one for sure. Yep. Crushing the flap there. That should be a wide. That is a wide, yes. Not so lucky this time.
Another extra. Yeah. Busy Saturday for you. The 12th of December. First qualifier, 1 place 2. Victorians versus the Riders.
Oh!
Get down, big man. He does. Then, the Eliminator. Later on, you've got this one. 3 and 4, which is the game right here, right now. Match number 30. Bulls versus the Dynamites. I think Chris Gale might be playing in this one.
So, whoever wins the first match goes through the final. The loser of that will play the winner of the Eliminator. Again down the leg side. He is struggling against the left and right combination. This should run for 4. Wait for the umpire's signal. Wide signal, so 5 wides rather. He's struggling, holding on to the pads when the right-hander was there. Ooh, that was a heavy deflection of the leg. Should have been leg buys. Here we go, the first qualifier, that would be the Victorians versus the Riders, and the second one is the Eliminator between these two sides, which is the Dynamites, of course, with the Bulls. And then whoever wins the first match will go straight into the final. The loser of that game will play the winner of the Eliminator. That's how it goes on the 13th. Except one, all the 3 teams will get 2 matches each. Down the wicket. Played it wide enough. Oh, that's a good stop. Well done by Waller.
Malcolm Waller got out the full one. The dive, that is. There, clip from Lewis. And then watch this. Oh, yes. Excellent work from the Zimbabwean.
And the recovery.
You in your heyday.
One ball to go. There's no way he's going to get a decision in his favor on that.
You can see all 3. How dare you appeal for this? Honestly. There's all 3, brother. Straight up. Who wants it? Who wants a piece of this? Waller with a reverse cut. Makes it look easy. Right on the strategic timeout. The Double Ds have got another one. Lewis, another big fish. Mumadula moments ago. Now it's Lewis. Strategic timeout, and it's 45 for 4 now. Bit of flight. He wanted a big piece of it. He said, I'm going to smash this into next week. No, you're not, Louis. You're gone. Lewis caught Waller, and he heads back for just 9. It's 45 for 4.
আইসিসি বর্ণ বৈষম্য আইনি ধারা সম্পর্কে আপনাদের অবহিত করা হচ্ছে। দর্শকগণ কোনো খেলোয়াড়, আম্পায়ার, রেফারি, কোনো কর্মকর্তা অথবা দর্শকদের প্রতি জাতি, ধর্ম, বর্ণ, দেশ বা কোনো সম্প্রদায় সম্পর্কিত এমন কোনো আচরণ করবে না, এমন কোনো কাজ বা কথা বলবে না যা উক্ত খেলোয়াড়, আম্পায়ার, রেফারি, কর্মকর্তা অথবা অন্য দর্শকদের মর্মাহত করে, যা অপমানজনক, লজ্জাকর, ভীতিকর, হুমকিস্বরূপ অথবা অপমানজনক। বর্ণ বৈষম্যমূলক আইনি ধারার প্রয়োগ। দর্শকদের স্মরণ করে দেওয়া যাচ্ছে যে জাতিগত বৈষম্যমূলক কোনো মন্তব্য অথবা কর্মকাণ্ডের সাথে জড়িত হয়ে থাকলে তাদেরকে 1. মাঠ থেকে বহিষ্কার করা যেতে পারে, 2. অপরাধমূলক আইনি ব্যবস্থা নেওয়া হতে পারে, 3. ছবি অথবা ভিডিও ইমেজের মাধ্যমে শনাক্ত করে তাদের বিরুদ্ধে আজীবন নিষেধাজ্ঞা আরোপ করা হতে পারে। ধন্যবাদ।
সকল দর্শকদের অবগতির জন্য জানানো যাচ্ছে যে কোনো অবস্থাতেই মাঠের ভিতরে পানির বোতল নিক্ষেপ করবেন না। পানির বোতল নিক্ষেপ করবেন না। খালি পানির বোতল নির্দিষ্ট ডাস্টবিনে ফেলুন অথবা নিকটস্থ ক্লিনারের নিকট জমা দিন। এই ব্যাপারে আপনাদের সহযোগিতা একান্তভাবে কাম্য। ধন্যবাদ।
Requesting the attention of all the spectators present at this stadium. This is to inform you the ICC Anti-Racism Code. Spectators shall not engage in any conduct, act towards or speak to any player, umpire, referee or other official or other spectators in a manner which offends, insults, humiliates, intimidates, threatens, discourages or vilifies that other person on the basis of that other person's race, religion, color, national or ethnic origin. Anti-Racism Code implementation. Spectators are reminded that racially abusive comments and actions will result in ejection from the ground and possible further action such as criminal prosecution, identification by way of photographing or capturing by video camera of the images of such persons and lifetimes being imposed on such persons.
To the qualifier stage, 12th to the 15th of this month. The first qualifier, Comilla Victorians versus the Rangpur Riders. The winner of this match goes into the final, and whoever loses will play the winner of the eliminator, either Barisal Bulls or Dhaka Dynamites. Just before the strategic timeout, Lewis lost his patience, wanted to go for that big one, only found Malcolm Waller at the long off boundary. There you go. He knew it from the time he hit it. He hasn't got anything behind that. That's a good catch. He's a good fielder. And that's a big wicket for the Dhaka Dynamites. The captain's happy. And he's in action now. This should be big. He's got hold of it. Yes, he has. On the boundary line, just trying to make sure. Will he get there or not? But then realized it was way over him.
50 up with that big six. The header. Bottom hand and kaboom! Straight out of the fat. Got some air in it. Never, ever in the contest. Destroys the boundary cushion there. That sounded sweet.
Little touch, quick run, picking on Mohammad Irfan. They know he's not quick. The call was good as well. New batsman in. Sabir Rahman, right-handed bat. Decides not to wear a helmet.
Oh!
Beaten on pace.
Look out, the vampire is back in town. Sabir Rahman, look at those steely eyes. So underway. Should be using those vampire bats. Clean. Do not upset Rahman.
I just hope you know him well. Dano was gone. Time for us to leave as well. 54 for 4.
They need 83 runs in 10 overs. And in the context of this game and how the scoring's gone, it's going to be a tall order, particularly as you've only got 6 wickets in hand as well. 4 for 54 at this stage. Maruf Mehdi 24-28, and Sabir, he's on 2 of just 3 deliveries. There's a bit of turn as well, just to get a bit of willow on that. Fairly unorthodox, but managed to adjust to the turn, get the willow in the way and guide it into that third man area.
You spoke about the turn, look at it, it's prodigious. Lovely turn. Well, it's a bit slippery as well. Hazy around the ground.
There's a big appeal there. Big appeal. Got him. The last one turned. That one has gone straight on. Now, is it missing leg stump, or has the umpire got it spot on?
I just saw the wicketkeeper going down leg, and in a flash, it looked straight, but then the keeper gave me the worry. Got a way to travel. Let's have a good look from the side. What are you thinking, Ali?
I'm thinking out. I'm thinking the umpire's got it right. I think that's hitting part of leg stump. I think it's a fair enough decision in the end. He was right back in the crease and did skid on. He's gone for 4, Sabir Rahman, 56 for 5 now. Right, so Sohail Ghazi is the new batsman for the Barisal Bulls, and he comes in with his team in all sorts of trouble. 56 for 5. That one's not out, but the one before that, I reckon, was out.
He's bowling well. Yeah, the question is, how much distance has it still got to travel from hitting the pad? And a little bit of spin, slower. Really bowled it on a, had it on a string. Got it to turn first ball, skidded the next 2 on, looped it up again. Mosharraf Hossain having a good night. Got 45 wickets in 37 matches. The best of 4 for 9. So he's no mug with that ball, let me tell you. A bit of spin again. He's making it talk. It's beautiful to see. Lovely to watch. Certainly would have enjoyed getting that wicket out with its skidder. The 1 ball left. 3 off the over.
That one doesn't turn. So the batsmen are finding it difficult out there. 11 overs bowled, 58 for 5. Alone battle as Mehdi Maharouf, 25 of 30, single figures for the rest of his teammates. Nobody able to hang in there with him and get to grips with his bowling. The big players, Taylor, Mahmudullah out for 3 and 1. Evan Lewis, the only centurion of this BPL, 9. And Sabir was the last man to go, LBW, off the bowling of Mosharraf. So they're in big trouble. The Barisal Bulls, not the sort of preparation they would have wanted prior to going into the eliminator game. Would have wanted a good run out and get some confidence going. All this will do is send a few shivers down the batting lineup.
Well, it also may give the Dhaka Dynamites a little false sense of security. They'll always know that this side does not have Chris Gayle in it. You've got to ask the question, the distance to travel.
No run, no run.
Be interesting to see from the side what the distance is to still go from when it hits him.
Here's a skidder. Nasir Hussain, really good all-rounder. Bowls a lot for Bangladesh and has done a good job with the ball in hand for the Dhaka Dynamites. Just the batting that needs to click and come right. Big appeal. Is that full enough to be hitting him in line with the stumps? I tell you what, must have crossed the umpire's mind, so he signalled leg by. No bat involved here. It was really full. Wow, wow. That hit him in line with leg stump and going on with the angle to hit middle and off. Keepers, I think that's a pretty good call. I think that's a fair shout.
No! Good bowling, good bowling.
I think I'd be doing my head in.
Big one. It's up in the air, a long way up in the air, but not long enough, I don't reckon. Nowhere near long enough. What a catch. What a catch. Mohammed Hafiz it is. Had to come a long way in from the boundary ropes and in the end had to put in the dive. A heck of a catch from the Pakistan international.
High fives all round. Folks, this is one heck of a catch. Let me assure you, it has gone very high into the night lights. You can take as many of them you like in practice, but that is a tough catch to catch. Well done. Very well done. So out he goes. Ghazi gone for 1, 59 for 6.
Both captains in today's game have won the toss and elected to field first as Emrit comes to the crease for the Barisal Bulls. And both efforts with the bat in the second half of the game have been appalling. Sylhet superstars in the previous game and the Barisal Bulls in this game. 59 for 6 now, the Bulls. This went a long, long way up into the night sky. Right to the toe of the bat. Have a look, nearly straight up in the air. And Mohammed Hafiz had to come in. And he got the judgment spot on. Really, really good catch under the circumstances and under pressure.
Just a good professional catch, you know. Calm under pressure and did the business. What you expect from the top players around the world that work hard at the fielding. Really good. And everyone around him is thinking, thank goodness it wasn't me. Well, I would have thought anyway. Single leg, easy.
Make a good point though, but the more you practice, the more you want the ball to come to you, and those are the guys going, please hit me a catch, get me in the game. You're also right that there are others out there that go, oh, I haven't practiced enough, I'm not confident, please don't get it towards me, don't.
Problem is you drop one of those you lose a little bit of confidence. And it just happens. You just drop one and suddenly all that catching and fielding that you've done starts to worry you. And I can speak from experience. I once dropped Steve Waugh in a one-dayer. Never forget it. And after I dropped him, it was one of those high catches like that. Could be just a single. Once I dropped him, I was just fearful of getting another one. It was down in Port Elizabeth and he seemed to follow me. I'll never forget, Adrian Caper was playing for us and he ran across and it was a yes, no. I put my hand out and dropped it. Graham Ford was the coach at the time. He's now the coach of the Barisal Bulls, and we worked really hard to get the confidence back. So it happens.
Well, it certainly will stand Mohammad Hafiz in good stead moving forward. 13 overs bowled now, 64 for 6. .136 for 6, the Dhaka Dynamites. Mossadegh 13 not out, 25 for Hafiz, Tenduskar 22, 3 for 18 for Nikhil Dutta. What a debut in the tournament for him. And in reply, the Barisal Bulls 64 for 6. Apart from Mehdi Maharouf, who's on 27, nobody able to come to grips with the conditions and the bowling.
Gee, I thought he nicked that, you know. I really did. The way the keeper fumbled it, and I thought I saw something. I don't know whether he hit his pad. Watch carefully. He plays down the wrong line. The keeper drops it. Then he looks at the batter. So you have to say...
That's up in the air, and it's going to land in no man's land. Right in between the two advancing fielders, Waller and Hafiz. As he hit it, I thought, here we go. He's knocked it straight down somebody's throat, but he gets away with it. Full toss, should have done a lot better than that. Aiming away out over the leg side, gets a leading edge, and comfortably falls in front of the two.
You being a batter will be able to talk to you when you get a full toss and you've been so concentrating on some other things. Smack! Now that should go all the way. Yes, it does. Welcome boundary. Is it too late though?
As long as he's there, Mehdi Maharouf, they've got a glimmer of hope. The Barisal Bulls gets one in the slot and pumps it away over mid-wicket, right out the middle of the bat, given it a bit of air by Nasir Hussain. Said, come on, have a go. And he said, yeah, I will, and I'll take the maximum. Really well played. Brute strength, the previous delivery, and their deft touch. Showing his full repertoire and his full skill set, Mehdi Maharouf. A quicker one from Nasir Hussain, and he's coming round the wicket, so with that angle, he was able to wait for it and dab it fine for 4.
Yeah, the key was the lateness that he played it with. Lovely touch, lovely touch.
Oh, looking again, but not able to get it down the ground. Decent over though, 11 from it, 14 bowls, 75 for 6. To catch up. The worm of the Barisal Bulls has been below the Dhaka Dynamites. Nearly there now. If they can just have another decent over, it'll be on par. They've lost too many wickets. Really need Maharouf to bat through to the end. Need someone to stick with him. Will Emrit be that man?
He's got to get him on strike though. He's got to get a single early in the over. Well, he's got it. Now they need an over a 20 or 18 or 15 times 2. He gets 2 big overs and suddenly gets down to close to run a ball, and then with 4 wickets in hand and himself in, it's a whole new ball game. So at some stage you're going to have to take a gamble here. He can't let this rate go.
Saw him coming, came so early, so early. He needed to delay that, needed to actually wait until the bowler delivered the ball, but it was easy for the bowler to adjust. Musharraf, and he dragged it back. Have a look, saw him coming, dragged it down, got it to tweak a bit past the outside edge, and the keeper does the rest.
Just lovely bowling. Lovely bowling. But well batted. Well batted, Mahedi Maharouf. 37 or 41, a lone hand. 76 or 7.
In a world of hurt now, the Barisal Bulls, Mahedi Maharouf was probably their last glimmer of hope, and he's perished running down the wicket trying to get a move on. That means Shurwadi comes to the crease. Really well bowled by Musharraf, although, as I mentioned, he did come down the wicket very early indeed and gave the bowler plenty of time to adjust. And we've seen a couple that have turned, we've seen others that have just skidded on. That's been the difficulty in this second session.
I guess the question you're going to ask is, two sides are playing against each other again, and looking at the conditions, the wicket, he comes down, misses it, gone, no problem. Knowing what you're seeing here, you better bowl first.
I just mentioned that. Both captains won the toss, fielded first and batted woefully in the second innings, nowhere near. And 2 nights ago, the same thing happened. And both sides batting second lost. The side batting first won. So in the last 6 games, 4 of those sides batting first have won the game. And only yesterday did we have the 2 chasing sides win. Lovely shot, just drifting down the leg side, and he sweeps it away for a welcome boundary. 15 overs bowled now, 5 overs remaining, 81 for 7.
$81 for 7, and it's the last rights really, because 137. It's a mountain to climb when you've only got the tail to go. When Mahedi got out for 37, seemed to be the last shining light for the Barisal Bulls. Last ball, last over. It's quite simple really on leg stump, and you bowl there and useful batsmen will cash in, as did Emrit.
You get a single and footwork from Irfan. It's always puts himself in a spot. You step on that ball while trying to stop it, you may end up injuring yourself. You know that. There. You know, he actually stepped on the ball not so very long ago. There. Tough for him to get down, but then almost stepped on it again.
These things are long. The legs. Things you and I missed out on. Last in line when they were handing them out. Not quite ready. Emrit. Pulled away there.
I still got a few.
Kidding yourself.
You're comparing with him? All of us are at a loss. Straight. And straight always works. Like this. One bounce to the fence.
Now Riyad Emrit. He's going to enjoy himself. He's not the worst to say. Down the order. Batting at 8. Nice.
Well, since you mentioned, Danny, that these are the final rights, let's have your pick. I was just asking Alistair some time back. Barisal Bulls in their eliminator game, which is not very far away from here. Who would be your overseas pick from the Barisal Bulls for the eliminator? What do you think?
They're having a good time here, aren't they? They're waiting for that big fella to come back. Miss hit. Waller tidies up. Yeah, look, I think the clear obvious thing is Gale comes back into the side. And I think Cooper does. Yeah, you look at the Bulls here. Young Dutta. Now if you get another go, because you've got firepower coming back. Taylor drops out. Brennan Taylor it is. It's gone, not even... Well, Waller lifts his head there. I think he might have thought he should have got out the dive there. Possibly could have. Should have.
Well, Emrit hit that very hard and was always going away from that fielder at long off. He was running in hard, but it was always going away. That's power. Sheer power. On the back foot, smashing it. .92 for 7, last ball of the over. Another big one, same region, this time it will be cut off. Yes, well done. Waller again. Batsman come back for 2. 16 overs gone, it's 94 for 7. And let's have that signal. Time out.
স্টেডিয়ামে উপস্থিত সকল দর্শকদের মনোযোগ আকর্ষণ করছি। আইসিসি বর্ণ বৈষম্য আইনি ধারা সম্পর্কে আপনাদের অবহিত করা হচ্ছে। দর্শকগণ কোনো খেলোয়াড়, আম্পায়ার, রেফারি, কোনো কর্মকর্তা অথবা দর্শকদের প্রতি জাতি, ধর্ম, বর্ণ, দেশ বা কোনো সম্প্রদায় সম্পর্কিত এমন কোনো আচরণ করবে না, এমন কোনো কাজ বা কথা বলবে না যা উক্ত খেলোয়াড়, আম্পায়ার, রেফারি, কর্মকর্তা অথবা অন্য দর্শকদের মর্মাহত করে, যা অপমানজনক, লজ্জাকর, ভীতিকর, হুমকিস্বরূপ অথবা অপমানমূলক। বর্ণ বৈষম্যমূলক আইনি ধারার প্রয়োগ। দর্শকদের স্মরণ করে দেওয়া যাচ্ছে যে জাতিগত বৈষম্যমূলক কোনো মন্তব্য অথবা কর্মকাণ্ডের সাথে জড়িত হয়ে থাকলে তাদেরকে 1. মাঠ থেকে বহিষ্কার করা হতে পারে, 2. অপরাধমূলক আইনি ব্যবস্থা নেওয়া হতে পারে, 3. ছবি অথবা ভিডিও ইমেজের মাধ্যমে শনাক্ত করে তাদের বিরুদ্ধে আজীবন নিষেধাজ্ঞা আরোপ করা হতে পারে। ধন্যবাদ।
সকল দর্শকদের অবরোধের জন্য জানানো যাচ্ছে যে কোনো অবস্থাতেই মাঠের ভিতরে পানির বোতল নিক্ষেপ করবেন না। পানির বোতল নিক্ষেপ করবেন না। খালি পানির বোতল নির্দিষ্ট ডাস্টবিনে ফেলুন অথবা নিকটস্থ ক্লিনারের নিকট জমা দিন। এই ব্যাপারে আপনাদের সহযোগিতা একান্তভাবে কাম্য। ধন্যবাদ।
of all the spectators present at the stadium. This is to inform you the ICC Anti-Racism Code. Spectators shall not engage in any conduct, act towards or speak to any player, umpire, referee or other official or other spectators in a manner which offends, insults, humiliates, intimidates, threatens, disparages or vilifies that other person on the basis of that other person's race, religion, color, national or ethnic origin. Anti-Racism Code Implementation. Spectators are reminded that racially abusive comments and actions will result in ejection from the ground and possible further action such as criminal prosecution, identification by way of photography or capturing by video camera of the images of such persons and life bans being imposed on such persons. Thank you.
So it's 43 of the remaining 4 overs. More than 10 and over, 94 for 7 Barisal Bulls. They've been struggling with the bat in this match. They were completely a different side yesterday when they finished the game off with balls and overs to spare, but that was Chris Gale. Today they're playing a different side. So as over number 17 starts, let's get back to Danny Morrison and ask him, what is his choice when we speak of the Barisal Bulls and the overseas players? Just after this ball played in the air, that should be out. It's Waller. No, Dendiskada. First wicket after the strategic timeout, straight away.
And he is one of the guys that stays in my side for the double Ds, purely because you get a 2-for-1 player. Better and a useful bowler with change-ups, but he's also a very, very safe fielder. Huge amount of experience. Ryan Dendiskada takes a comfortable, well-judged catch. Chavo's out for 2, it's 94 for 80.
He took 3 wickets today when he got an opportunity, and now Nikhil Datta has put a helmet on, he's got a bat in his hand. What can he do? Can he confirm a place for himself in the eliminator? Not on strike. Oh, that one kept very low and turned as well.
Very ambitious stroke. He probably felt it was on. Lovely catch. And that has given some Humpty, but... oh, it does. It goes all the way. A little help from my friends. Waller on the boundary. Well, he has got good hands and is a good athlete. 100 up with the stroke, and yeah, it was always going to be tough. Judging where the rope was, the boundary, try and haul it in. Just had enough on it from Emrit.
I think, Danny, even if he would have caught it, he would have fallen over. Or he would have just tossed it back, so that wouldn't be a wicket. Could have saved a 6, but that was a good effort. 100 up, yes. 100 for 8. That's a very slow ball. He's waited forever for it. Just a single.
Well, they need to be careful here to the double Ds. Someone like Emrit just need an ounce of luck like this. He's always falling away from Malcolm Waller, but careful. You know, let Emrit get away from you. 28 from 17. Michael Dutter on. Oh! Renowned in terms of whistling the ball out of the ballpark, but he just has to rotate the strike back Rad Emrit. Never know. 35 from 19. It's always tricky when you're just about trying to get to a ball.
Oh, he's connected well on this one. Into the stands. Reduces the required runs to 29 with that big hit. Also the end of the over. 17 gone. 108 for 8. Have a look at that. Mehdi's 37 and Emrit not out 34. Rest of the guys not even in double figures. That's why the score is 108 for 8 after 17. Before anything else happens, let's have your overseas players for the Barisal Bulls for the eliminator.
Well, I think you've got to go with the 3 West Indians in terms of Cooper, Gale and Lewis. Cooper with all his tricks, his bowling, slogs a bit low down, but Gale and Lewis, we know their shot quality at the top of the order, and they had that mixture of the left and right handers where they could do that a bit smarter, I reckon, the Bulls that is, with their order. Look at Emrit, the way he's playing here. Do you pick him? Do you go with Prasanna in terms of having some wrist spinning options, some leg spinning? Dutta got 3, but don't know in terms of the batting with Prasanna. Gives you a bit there. Ahmed Sami with the new ball and bowling at the death is that option. Don't think Ahmed Wazim features. Yeah, but this is the last ball of the previous over. Got to be so watchful and careful of this guy. Seen him do it in the Caribbean Premier League, but this is his best score in T20. Emrit, he's not on strike. This is Dutta. 34 from 18 for Rad Emrit. Time for the big man, the biggest man ever to play international cricket. And it's back over to you, Emmers.
So Danny, you picked up 2 batsmen, of course, I don't doubt that. You've got Chris Gayle back and Evan Lewis will be playing. These are the 2. And this is Emrit, his batting. He's still there, 34 of 18. Played some very straight, safe shots. Hits the ball hard. Just like that. That was the biggest of him. And this is live. That's well fielded there in short cover. Only a single available. So you got 2 batsmen, Chris Gayle, and you've got Lewis. And then you're choosing Cooper, who's a bowler. So one more overseas player. You're going for a spinner, Nikhil Datta. You go for Mohammad Sami, the quick bowler. Or would you go for Sikoge Prasanna?
Got another interesting little stat here just handed me from Rajneesh. Batting second, they've played 3-1-3, the double Bs, right here on show. Oh, hello! Oh, who's your daddy? Dutta's pulled one out from nowhere. What a ripper from the young fella. Yeah. You should be out of your seats dancing.
Well, he's making his captain, his coach, and the management think. Nikhil Datta, 3 wickets, and now this shot. He's fighting for a place in the eliminator, I tell you.
Gorgeous. Oh, impetuousness of youth. Love it. He's gone to 6 off just 3. And they need 23 from 15 suddenly. It's coming down and gettable. Thought they were gone for all money with Dutta coming to the crease.
Come on, Danny, make up your mind. Emrit or Datta, who do you want? You got 1 player left.
Don't rush the goalie, son. I think I'm going with Prasanna. Just to throw you right off.
Give him options and he chooses something else. It's not available. Here comes Irfan, round the wicket once again. Oh, that's a good ball. Smart, clever. Saw the batsman making room for himself. Bowled it very wide, but a legal delivery.
Yeah, good move. Experience of the big man. Too far, Emrit. He's a tall man himself. He's got reach and leverage as Emrit, but too carried away. Yeah, well, in terms of Prasanna, a possibility, because he does offer you stuff, the wrist and something different. At the moment, Emrit's having a good time of it. He's got nothing to lose. Comes back for 2 to finish the 18. 117 for 8 now.
Picking up the red worm. 20 of 12 balls. This could just become very interesting. It depends on what they do with this over. 10 and overs, as simple as that. And quickly, let's go through the Dhaka Dynamites and their overseas players. 4 of them. Quick pick.
Well, of course, Kumar Sangakkara resting. I see it. It's captain tonight, this evening. Yasser Shah. You've got to play Yasser Shah. That is for sure. The wrist spin, no doubt about that. Like Muhammad Hafiz, I wouldn't play Waller. Unfortunately for him, it's about getting runs. Yes, he's a good fielder, but I'd go for Muhammad Hafiz, Yasser Shah, Kumar Sangakkara. And do you leave out the big left armour, Muhammad Irfan? I do. I go for Ryan Tendulkar, a 2-for-1 player, because of that batting. If suddenly you get into trouble at the top, you've got Tendulkar who could either bat 4-5, somewhere around there. He could bat 3, but I like him there. And there's a bit of protection at 5. Bowls a bit, you need him, and we've seen how dynamic he is in the field. Nickel Dutta on strike. 2 to go, 20 wanted. 10 and over.
Danny, he's had enough of being on the losing side. He didn't like it yesterday. And he doesn't want to, though this match doesn't have any importance in terms of qualifying.
No one likes losing. Coming second, Sackers. Not the best man. 2 South Africans here. Graham Ford for the double Bs. Mickey Arthur for the double Ds. Both from Durban. Extraordinary. Here in the BRB Bangladesh Premier League for 2015. The edge of their seats. And another one, that's right, another Durbanite in the commentary box. Yorker, nearly, not quite. Quickly to Waller. And 1 or 2, can't get it. Good fielding.
Yeah, you're right, he hit it too well. Second wasn't available. Let's go back to yesterday. This is the last over ball to Shahid Afridi. 6 and a 6. Bowled a couple of good Yorkers before this, but then just couldn't get it right. 18 runs, 10 balls. Not been given the last over today. Straight over the bowler, just a single.
Yeah, very impressive last night, Fahad. Leading up to those 2 sweat 6s by Shahid Afridi. A man for the situation there, wasn't he? Boom, boom. Premeditated. And he had to be slightly off, that's all. He just missed his Yorker with that first one. And the second one, he missed it by a little bit more. Just shows you. Pedigree of Afridi was just too much for the young man. Here's another couple. Oh, he ran wide. Where did he go there, Emrit? Didn't run a straight line. Went on the curve, no damage done.
The bowler was livid. He's angry. He wanted the fielder to throw it at his end. And he thought he had Nikhil. He was waiting for that ball. The fielder decided to go for the keeper. Alright, 15 runs, 8 balls. Emrit not out 40 of 23. Let's see, can you get a boundary or a big one? Oh, that's well done. Fine leg up in the circle. Improvisation, well done. He loves it.
And he doesn't. This is the opposite. Cursing was Mickey Arthur for the young bowler to go length. With the fine leg up, yeah, he's gone length. Curtains with that delivery. Fahad, slightly off again. Jerry, see you later.
Danny, get him back in your team.
Which team?
The one you just selected for the eliminator, Emrit. You've got to have him in the team.
I haven't finished with it. Told you not to rush the goalie. Here we go. Tried the Yorker, missed it. And I'll take one and be happy and let Emrit keep the strike. 12 off, 127 for 8.
Six balls, 10 runs, and the man who's making it possible is not in Danny Morrison's team. Haven't seen Sangakkara, who's seen a lot more in the dugout. He's facing the pressure, feeling it.
Well, he had it last night, didn't he? He was in the game for so long with the double Ds, and then the superstars got up courtesy of Afridi. He goes to the same barber as myself. He's pulled all his hair out over the years as coach. Everyone's out of their seats and a little nervous at this stage. Cool, calm and collected, Graham 40. Seen it all before. 10 off the previous over. They won another 10 off the final over. And then it's all on. Corks popping, party time. 45 from 25 is what Riyad Emrit's got. You can understand Mickey Arthur thinking, how on earth have we let Riyad Emrit get to 45 from 25? Personal best for Emrit out of the West Indies, and he's doing it here tonight in match 30.
Danny, last evening it was for hard bowling the last over. Today they have chosen the experience. Oh no, oh no. Take outside edge, earn him 4 runs.
Start the car! It's on here for young and old. The double Bs. If you please. 6 off 5, got it back. The batting side massive. All 7'2", Mohamed Irfan couldn't get it in the hole. Oh, there's the passion if you ever denied it. Graham Ford loving it. Talk about theatre here in Dhaka.
You want to swing hard, and that's what Emrit did. Can't place a fielder there. Slower one. Plays it into cover. Still gets a single. So 5 of the first ball. 5 required.
Tell you what, young Nikhil Datta on strike. He's got 50. Has Riyad Emrit, and all the excitement, he gets down the other end. Only the second 50 by a number 8 batsman in the Bangladesh Premier League. Well done, young man. But now you've got Mohamed Irfan. Can he bowl a dynamic Yorker and disturb the woodwork? Knock over Nikhil Datta right here now. Four balls left, 5 to get. Nikhil Datta, the young man, the 21-year-old, up against the big guy.
Nikhil Datta on strike, yeah, and what's the pressure going to do to him? They're all up and they're waiting for this kind of finish because T20 is all about that. They are smiles because they know they've qualified, but yes, of course, they would like to win and get into the eliminator. Datta on strike, Mohammad Irfan. Oh, beaten. Oh, it misses as well. Bye.
Drama on here. Off the top shelf. Could have been a run out. And could have lost the off pole. It's over the middle one. The throw. No, it was too slow. Needed the glove off and a really strong throw. Yeah, bad luck. The dugout of the double Ds. Feeling the pinch. 4 from 3, you'd back the batting side every time. Batting side coming out of nowhere. They were 8 for 94, for goodness sake. Wanting 137. 39 off 20, this partnership extraordinary. Emrit, who would have thought a half century batting at 8 tonight? And gets it through. And watch this go. Oh, they've looked at each other and said, how's your partner? Can't believe it. Look at Emrit. What it means to win this. Extraordinary. They've won it. 8 down. Look at the scenes. Look at Mickey Arthur shaking his head in disbelief. Don't go near the balcony, Mickey.
Wow. What was the fielder thinking? Happened right under Mickey Arthur's nose, in front of the dugout. His 2 fielders approaching the ball, and none of them went for it. And Emrit has played a knock that has taken his side to a victory in one of the last games of the round matches. 54 not out of 28. And he started off with Mehdi. It turned the game around, and in no time, it was the Dhaka Dynamites feeling the pressure. Even the tall man couldn't stop Emrit from getting those runs in the last over. What a victory for them.
Tremendous scenes here in match 30. Third narrowest win by wickets in the BPL. Get that, the third narrowest by wicket margin in the Bangladesh Premier League history, courtesy of Rayad Emrit. Stunning. 54 from 28 deliveries, and they never missed a trick, really. Cool, calm and collected. I'm glad I was proved wrong, Sikandar Buck. What a game, what a finish.
What a performance, Emrit. Done so well. Gave no chance to the bowling side. Kept on getting those big hits. Got a few sixes. The boundaries at the right time. And Emrit, I tell you, he's confirmed his place in the eliminator.
The highest 9th wicket stand as well in Bangladesh Premier League history. They've done it all. Tried to get the Yorker and missed it, and he hit it too sweetly. Hand on it, but it wasn't enough. And look at the despair from the fielders. Look at the joy on Emrit Rear. Yeah, this is what it means. Punches his chest and says, yeah, bring it on, pick me.
That's very well done. Very well done. Yeah, he can't believe it. How did they lose this game? But definitely well deserved for the Barisal Bulls. They won it without Chris Gayle, and they've won it with the help of Emrit.
Rejoicing massively here on a Thursday evening in the capital, courtesy of this big West Indian. Simply brilliant. He believed, not a lot of us up here did, and he got him over the line comfortably with 2 balls to spare and 2 wickets. Extraordinary. Mehdi, 37. Everyone else, single figures. Get a load of that. Emrit, 54 from 28. Stunning. Simply stunning. And he had a great little ally in Nikhil Datta. 9 from 7, just kept simply rotating the strike back to the big fella. 13 extras, 19.4, did it in the canter in the end. 1 for 30, the big man, Irfan. 2 for 23, Nabal, and the wickets were spread across the rest of it there. And who would have thought? Who would have thought the Barisal Bulls would have got up and won this one when they were 8 for 94 at one stage? No, Christopher Henry Gale as well. They posted 136 for 6. They thought it was enough when they were 8 down for 94. But hey, look out for the guy on the top left. Brad Emrit, 54, not out of 28. Mahedi, 37. But Nick Aldada as well chimed in with a very, very